Hey guys, welcome to the Games Tavern's Saturday Short Shots. We're doing some great short shots today. Excited to have everybody here. Today we're featuring Dead Inside. You can see it right there. We just made a cool logo like that. Dead Inside is an awesome one-page game by Dee. You can find her at Dice Queen D at Twitter. She's amazing. And good to see you, big bearded nerd, and NetGirl2B, and Arcane Spectacles. Thank you for following today. So excited to see everybody today. So we're starting off right after Thanksgiving. It's the big holiday rush for shopping is here, and what better way to do that than with a chopping mall, if you will. Dead Inside is a one-page zombie game that takes place in the zombie apocalypse, and in this particular instance, it takes place in the zombie apocalypse reaching the mall for the first time. So our players are going to do some amazing things, and you're going to get to see some all new faces this week as we run our short shot. So without further ado, let's get started on our short shot and let everybody get a chance to, well, meet some folks.
Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Dead Inside. I know I sound chipper even though this game sounds pretty dark, but hopefully you have a lot of fun. Okay, cool. I'm your GM. I'm Dee. I made this game, and what do I introduce myself? Do I talk about who I am? So I am a VTuber / tabletop RPG designer. I know that sounds like a combination of like a lot of different things, but also like I don't know. It's a really weird niche. It's like a niche of niches. And I hope to have fun with y'all today. Can we get introductions, everybody?
I'll go first. I'm Courtney Price. I'll be playing Ashlyn Smith today, and you might find me on Twitter as Slightly Bitter DM. I've got some things on Drive Through RPG. You can see links to that in my Twitter.
I'm Chet. I'll be playing Luke Bolton. You can find me on Twitter at DM_Luke Thomas. I'm a miniature painter and RPG player and stuffs.
Brad.
Okay, so I'll go next. I'm Al Neal. I'll be playing Maxwell Young, and I'm kind of brand new to the RPG world, so ready to have some fun.
Newbie! Oh no, This could either be really great or really bad. I don't know. I'll do my best.
It's gonna be really great. That's what we're
really
thinking on.
I guess I didn't plug my social. You can find me at Dice Queen D on like Twitter, Twitch. I think also my itch. Okay. All right.
And I'm Michelle. I'm playing Jocelyn Graves, and you can find me on Twitter at Delphi Squid.
Delphi Squid. Cool. Okay, folks. So, who's read about Dead Inside? Like, hopefully y'all have seen the image. If I have to like repost it back into the thing, I definitely will. Yeah, I'm gonna just like re-pull it up. Boop, 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 boop. Here you go. Okay, so Dead Inside is a game of microtransactions. I call it a game of hope, zombies, and microtransactions. Normally you play a teen / working adult in customer service at the mall, but we're going to be changing things up. We're just a little bit today. So to start off with, where you still work at like customer service at the mall. Just today, you might not necessarily be there. Can everyone please roll me a D8 to find out where you work?
I work at Toys R Here.
Toys Are Here. So since you work at Toys Are Here, you get a replica sword. It's not necessarily a great sword, but
There's
like,
motor scooters.
wait, I was looking at anime roll for some reason.
Yeah.
Sorry, you get a motor scooter.
Woohoo!
I will be working at Surplus Hunting.
Surplus hunting. You get leafy camo.
Awesome.
I will be.
Go ahead.
I'll be working at Goth Topic.
Goth
Nice.
topic. Here's
And
the
I will
goth
be joining
today.
you at Goth Topic.
Ashland Smith. Cool. So you all have spiky clothing. Oh, this is gonna be wacky. Okay. Sorry. Where does Ashland work again? Just real quickly. That was
Surplus
Hunting.
Hunting. Yeah.
hunting. So you get camo.
It'll be
Look at
very
this.
useful in the mall.
Oh yeah.
You can hide in the mall plants.
Yes, I will blend into the natural environment.
And Maxwell work at
I'm just a tree. Please ignore me.
Little
Can
bush.
y'all now please roll your extra gear? It's a D6.
5.
So you get a grappling hook.
All right. 4.
You get a lighter? Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't want to put the lighter in your hands. If there's anyone.
Too late. Too late.
The power.
Maxwell?
I got 2.
You got a phone that's always at 100%.
I also got a
Awesome.
2.
Yo, y'all just did anyone want to re-roll your extra gear or
I'll
perk
The
re-roll,
later?
goth
I'll
people
re-roll.
gotta have their Instagrams
Yeah,
ready to
yeah.
go. Yeah.
I got a 6.
So you get a pocket, the goth with the pocket knife. Oh,
Yep,
I
makes
also
perfect sense.
Problem
Okay.
child.
Okay. All right. So, how this game works is you'll all be like rolling various dice sizes depending on the type of like stat you have. You have physique, how physically capable you are, know-how, how well do you notice or know something, and resolve. Can you be brave or keep your cool? If a zombie's in your face and they're attracted by sound, can you not scream? You have a D4, D6, and D8. Can you please assign them between 3 stats? Just write them down wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And are we
cool.
actually going to roll these? Or is
You don't roll these. You actually just like assign the dice size.
Okay. Okay.
I'm heavily inspired by Savage Worlds in a lot of my things.
I really love that system.
Let me know. Savage Worlds.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I could talk about it all day. Did everyone sign their stats? Can you let me know what they are?
I'll start. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
All right. I've got physique. I put a D8. Know-how is my D4, and resolve is a D6.
Resolve a D6. Know-how. Okay. D8, D4, D6. Cool.
All right. I put my D8 as resolve,
Okay.
D6 in physique, and D4 in know-how.
Oh, hope we all don't get dummies today. It's okay. All right. Next up, Michelle.
Physique D4, know-how D8, resolve D6.
D4, D8, D6. Cool. D8, D6. And Maxwell, please.
So I physique D8, know-how D4, and resolve D6.
Okay. So that's 3 D4 know-hows. We got this. Okay. Also write somewhere on your sheet that you have 10 hope. 10 hope is both your HP and how you don't mess up your rolls. It is a dual stat. Good luck with that one. You will be spending this and you'll be losing this. You'll be gaining this and you'll be crying. I don't know. I'm saying it like it's a horror game, but honestly, like last time I ran this, it was it turned out a little bit wacky. It really depends on how the players go. Actually, I completely forgot one more thing you have to roll. Can you all roll your outlook? It's how you feel about this whole zombie apocalypse thing.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. So you think this is hella nice.
I mean, it must be because I'm prepared with a motor scooter and a grappling hook for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a 6.
A
Which
6.
I
So
think
you
is-
think
yeah.
we're doomed?
We're doomed. All right.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
I'm like
anyone
the
else?
apocalypse survivalist now, I think.
Yeah, honestly.
I got a 1.
1. So you're pretty optimistic. You're optimistic about all this.
An optimistic goth, I call bullshit.
I'm in.
Oh, I also got a 1.
Are you guys twins?
Can y'all would either of you like to reroll, or do you want to go with it? 2 optimistic folk would be interesting. You got 2 optimistic people. You got 1 doomed person, 1 person that thinks this is like, fucking Playhouse. You know what I mean? And do either of you want to roll this? Or are you good?
I think it's funny that the
Yeah,
goths
I
are
think
like,
it's-
it's the end of the
Yeah.
world. It's cool. We'll make it.
The
Do it.
2
Yeah.
goths are optimistic. Wait, that actually makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Oh, that
Yep.
makes a lot of sense.
We
Oh
knew
man,
the world was going to turn this way. We knew it ahead of time.
society sucks, but now we get to like fend for ourselves. That's actually really cool.
We can build a better future.
Yeah,
Cool,
we can
cool.
finally make the alternate the alternative scene we really wanted.
Yep. You know what? I like it. Give me the optimistic goths. Let's do this. Okay, folks. Today at okay, are y'all ready? Before we fully start, I have to ask, if any of you have any sort of like, this is what we call like lines, veils, crosses, X's, yada yada. If you have something you honestly cannot like have come up, I would like you to openly like message me on Discord like right now. I'll give y'all like 5 minutes to let me know. Or you could like say on the stream. It doesn't. It like it's up to your own safety. But what can you absolutely not happen? Like it is, and like what makes you uncomfortable. I do not want to cross any lines. I don't want to make people like feel bad about this. And so this is like a safety precaution.
I'll
Okay.
model. For me, needles are a big one. No needles.
No needles. I actually had I had ideas for like needle enemies. I'm like, wait, no, maybe not. Oh, I want to tell you about like one of my worst creatures, but they're like 9% like 90% needles.
Maybe not. Maybe not on stream.
Not on stream. I will not. I'll 100% not. Anybody else?
You know what? I'm really afraid of zombies. Can we just have no zombies in the zombie survival game?
Oh, oof. No Gucci. Sorry. But yeah, like you can find me on Discord. I'll like give everyone like a couple minutes if you have anything. If you don't have anything, just we good?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Let's get started. Welcome everyone to Dead Inside. It's a gloomy Sunday afternoon at Dadneyland, a dad-themed theme park. You've had a really rough week, and let's be honest. You had this one customer come in this last week and they really let you have it. We're talking full-on Karen vibes. A-line page cut, asked to see your manager, and looked down at you as if you were the scum of the earth. Someone else made a complete mess of the sales floor and you had to clean it up. Plus, nearly $1,000 of merch has been stolen on your shift this week alone, and you're pretty sure you're going to get fired. Being fired means you're probably not going to make rent. Probably going to get evicted in 3 months. Probably like only have to subsist on like cereal and ramen. And
No wonder I'm looking forward to the apocalypse.
honestly,
Mhm, yeah.
honestly, it feels pretty rough, right? It's pretty rough. It's almost like you're simply shuffling around day to day like The Walking Dead. Right now, however, adrenaline pumps through your veins. You stand horrified among the remains of what used to be a person. You are in like the major food court of this theme park, minding your own business, when out of nowhere, someone just kind of jumped at you. And suddenly, all at once, everyone was screaming as they were attacked by the walking, shambling remains of others that look like them. You've read the books. You've seen the shows. The gnarled flesh, the loose jaw hanging from the skull, the murderous red eyes gleaming with hunger. They're zombies. What else could they be? You find yourself back to back with others like you, each equipped with whatever they had on them. For some reason, one had a grappling hook. Screams rip through the food court as zombies close in from every direction. You were dead inside, but now you've never felt more alive. What do? Let's open this up, being like, just step back just a moment, just a moment, and let's start off with Maxwell. Could you explain like what you look like? What were you maybe doing here? I don't know. What was a ride you really liked here at Disneyland?
The toolbox.
The toolbox. What's the toolbox?
It's a ride where there's a toolbox and they just tell you about the different tools that's in the toolbox. So the different kind of wrenches and screwdrivers.
It sounds like a
Sort of
small
lazy
world.
river things.
Yeah, it's like it's a small world after all, but they're just telling you about different types of tools.
And that was your
It is-
favorite?
They sing and
Yeah.
dance for you. It's pretty cool. Of them.
This is a wrench and this is a socket. They are very different.
I am metric. No.
All right. So, Luke Bolton, you know, what's a ride you really liked? What do you look like, etc., etc.?
I don't like any rides. I just stand next to one of the food court stalls and glower at people.
Oh, because you're
If I
goth.
find-
You work at Goth Topic.
Yeah, I just excessive eyeliner, and and yeah, I just wander around in an overly large hoodie, even when it's like blisteringly hot.
I feel it. Okay. What? Oh, a hoodie. Oh, okay. Jocelyn Graves.
My favorite ride was the roller coaster Race to the Thermostat.
What? Okay.
Because you have to get to the thermostat before your kids, so they can't change it.
Oh.
Before it increases your bill for the month.
Ashlyn?
Oh, yeah. So I think Ashlyn's a bit of a thrill seeker, and so her favorite ride was a roller coaster called the Grill Master.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The Grill Master?
Yeah, because I think everybody's dad is like king of the grill. It's their domain. So yeah, you have like these little the roller coaster cars are kind of like little grills.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Why did I call this Disneyland? Oh my god. All right, so you're all at the food court. A zombie attack has left you all somewhat speechless, and the zombies kind of close in on. It's like a fairly like open area in this like amusement park, but through the various like food stalls, there's like very tight corridors and such. And all of like the major open space has people kind of like screaming as zombies are like shambling over them, like crouched over the face. And you swear you've seen like a couple people that you just like pass by. Like, that feeling when you like pass by someone multiple times at like the same locale? You see like people you've already seen before. This time they're being eaten. What does anyone do?
Are they fast zombies or slow zombies?
You don't know. You don't know just yet. They seem to be like some of them seem to be shambling and moving. They're not like straight up sprinting. But like, can I say they're slow? I'm not sure. You'll have to find out. They kind of like, when I say shambling, I guess they do like a brisk shuffle.
Brisk shuffle. Okay.
All right.
I'm imagining they're like those big trash cans at a lot of theme parks, right? So I'm gonna like kind of duck down behind one of them and just kind of get a better look. Maybe look around for some other people who look like they're not zombies.
There's these two goths nearby, like the food area, and there seems to be this one person. What is it? Jocelyn Graves works at someone with a motor scooter nearby, apparently. Oddly enough, and so you're kind of like closer than you would imagine. It's like kind of like more like boxed in. They're roughly nearby, but also, you know, you'd have to like walk just a little bit to get to them.
Okay.
Maxwell, what would you like to do? Or what do you do? Or like what is like a thing that you like, you know, actually this is where we can work with. What is something that you explicitly see, feel, hear, or smell right now? Like if you were to like picture the scene in your head.
See, I'm seeing zombie shambling about, feeling really weird about everything, but still trying to finish off that corn dog I had. But very slowly.
You're like, this is weird. Interesting.
Never seen him before.
Okay. Luke, how about you?
I'm curiously watching Maxwell as he's taking in the scene and still munching, just like slowly processing while munching a corn dog and going, maybe we should not be here. Like maybe we should. And then like kind of like debating on whether or not I like grab Maxwell when I see a zombie just grab one of our patrons that like kind of a mid-30s, like with the old person like mohawk, like the classic 80s, like
an old on 80s mohawk.
Yeah, the classic like old 80s mohawk, like and just like rips into his vintage t-shirt with like and I'm now very worried about our survival.
What a waste.
Yeah.
A vintage t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I
honestly thought that thing was awesome.
Like the hair's pretty vintage too.
Yeah, exactly. Just a picture of vintage punk rocker, just being torn to pieces.
Oh god. How about you, Jocelyn?
I'm gonna look around and see what kind of storefronts are around encircling the court, and if we could make a dash for any of them.
So
like a burger place. I want to see a burger place because they'll have hot oil that we can use.
You don't find a burger place. You do find a taco place, though.
I think that'll do. I think we need to go over there.
Someone yells, gathering all of your attention. You see someone pretty much like seemingly more prepared for this than you'd like imagine. You're all once again like, you know, pretty close to each other, so you're able to like, you know, easily respond. You see someone like there's someone like, you know, crouching behind like some trash cans, one person like yelling to like look across the way, and there's just these two goths eating food.
I put on my leafy camo. I'm imagining it's like the kind of stuff you use to like hide like a hunting stand. And so I like put that on and like, you know, pretend I'm a bush, and I'm gonna like slowly inch my way across the courtyard to where I see Jocelyn.
You know what? Give me a. Actually, it's gonna be like one of the easiest rolls ever. You're okay, Ashlyn. Give me a resolve here, keeping your cool. And honestly, this is gonna be is a simple one, and you're using the right one. So honestly, as long as you don't roll a 1, you're good.
Okay.
Now that you said it, she's gonna.
It should be good. All right. That is a 6.
You're fine. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
So I like army crawl across, with my camo on me.
Someone with camo and was it a pocket knife like approaches you from like, you know, below, and it's like they almost came out of nowhere. It's like, oh my god, were they invisible?
Hey, I kind of signal to Jocelyn. You look like you're alive.
for the moment. It'll take more than a crowd of zombies to knock me down.
That's a good attitude. I think we need that. I don't know though. This is a pretty scary situation.
Yeah,
I've seen it on all the
terrifying.
TV shows. You know, this is how it goes. The end of the world. This is how it happens.
I've never felt more alive.
Well, that makes one of us. You think we should save those two people over there?
You find two guys eating food. Here, however, because of like the more like this like kind of like slow, like nature of like of the like, they just kind of seem to be eating. Be like, huh, what's going on? They don't notice someone appearing right to their side. There seems to be this kid. Wait, should I have kids? Can I have zombie kids? Yeah, sure. All right, there's this like kid, roughly about like 9 years old, like dripping with blood from their teeth, and like they kind of like dive at your legs. I'm gonna say Maxwell. This kid like dives at you, attempting to like like grapple your like leg. What do you do?
I drop my corn dog.
Drop your corn dog.
Travesty.
No.
Oh man. Hey, there's a kid.
Could I please get a physique to shake him off?
Physique D8. All right. That's a D6. Is that a? Oh, that's a 7. Oh, I thought it was a 1. 7.
Wait, you have a. Oh, right, because you roll a D8. All right, you good. You kind of like pick the kid up by their clothes, and they kind of like like grasp at you. It's like, not gonna happen. And you kind of like put them over the counter behind you in like almost like a very chill fashion, and then they can't like climb back up over the thing.
Because he's
But you're like,
short.
yes,
the daycare hold.
yeah. Luke, what you got?
Watching Maxwell do this, I'm gonna go ahead and brandish my knife and just kind of hold it and be like waiting. I look around now, trying to see if there's any other zombies nearby, and I see some random person on a scooter waving at me.
Like a sort of like a bush that's also waving.
with a bush next to her, just kind
A
of
bush and a scooter.
Yeah.
Your best zombie survival team. 2 goths, a bush, and a scooter.
That's not odd at all.
I just turned that. Max, there's a bush waving at us.
A bush.
I like pull it back a little bit. Hey, over here.
Oh.
Yo,
It was,
I'm gonna.
and I kind of look at him. That was pretty smooth. Where did you learn how to do that?
Picking up kids
Oh,
or waving at the bush.
for the first part, the like, yeah. You just like picked them up and like tossed them behind the counter, real smooth. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I did with my little brothers and sisters.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
My brothers and sisters.
they're probably fine, right?
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
They didn't come with you to this thing, did they? No.
Yeah,
They're scrappy. No.
No. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Not gonna.
They're safe. They're safe at home. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Explicitly
left
safe
them.
at home behind all
Yeah.
of their like super fortified.
Yeah.
They're
Definitely.
quarantined. They'll be fine.
They're fine.
I'm gonna like skip ahead just a little bit to gather up the the group all together, just like get over a little bit of the awkwardness bit. And so you all like meet up together, and you've crawled across the ground, and you are all now like within arm's reach. Once again, people are dying all about you, and you see a horde coming in from the north end. One guy, he's kind of like. There's this one guy. He kind of looks like a businessman. His like suit jacket has been like torn off on half, and he's like running towards all of you as like a horde of zombies are like falling after them. We're talking like 12, 13, just shambling after. Some of them are like moving fairly quickly, and he like moves out and he waves towards you. Hey, over here. Hey, hold on. Hey, we have to hi, sorry. As you see, all seem to be like the only ones that seem to be, I can say, not physically under attack because everyone else around you is already kind of like dealing off and being like attacked. But this one guy, he seeks to you for help. He beckons to you as he drags 13 zombies behind him.
He's given us zero reason to follow him.
Oh no, yeah, 0 reason, yes, 100%. But he is running right towards you.
Oh well,
We should probably make ourselves scarce. I don't want to deal with that.
That is a large group of zombies.
That's a lot of zombies.
But I'm sure he can make it. He can run, right? Yeah, run faster, dude.
He's heading right towards you all.
Is there like a back door into this taco stand?
So so it's like a stand. So there's not necessarily much space, nor there's not necessarily much like thing to it. There is a back door that you can like totally book out of there. But as you like go over towards it, you notice it's locked for various reasons from the inside. It's kind of like it's one of those like cases where there's a key on both ends.
Okay. All right, guys. I've seen this in movies. Someone needs to kick it at the doorknob.
We could also just try to get on the roof.
There's also that.
Oh, there's a roof available.
Is there like a pipe or a gutter or something that we can climb up to get to the roof? Or just like a ladder access.
You want sure? Let's say there's like a little gutter thing. Let's say there's a gutter thing. Can I get a physique from you in order to climb it? This one is gonna be normal, so you'll have to hit a 4.
I got a 4.
Okay, you shimmy up to the roof of this stand.
And I'm gonna like get down on my stomach and just kind of reach down and like offer a hand to Maxwell to help him up.
All right, Maxwell, can I also get a physique? This one, because they're helping you out, it's gonna be simpler at a 3.
Got a 8.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you both are. The goths are the most physically fit. What's happening? Like all the goths I knew in high school were like a little sickly looking.
New age.
New age goths. They go to the gym.
It's all the dancing. It's very physical exercise.
Okay. Okay. Jocelyn, Ashlyn, what's up?
Yeah, I'll try and climb up as well. That seems like a pretty good idea.
Physique.
I'll continue to offer to help everybody up.
Yeah, I'll offer my services as well.
That's a 2.
So here's the thing. When you fail, you have 2 choices here. One, you could take the you have 3 choices always. You always have the choice to just fail. You can spend 1 hope to re-roll, or you can spend 3 hope to get an additional D6 to add to it.
I think I'll spend 1 hope and just re-roll because I've got a pretty okay dice. We'll try one more time. That's a 6.
You're good.
Okay.
You spend 1 hope. You're down to 9.
All right.
The first hope spend always feels good. For me, feels good for me. Okay, Jocelyn.
I don't think I have much hope of climbing that, but can I use my grappling hook to hook onto something higher up and use that to assist me in my
You know what? That's actually really good. But so how it works is having the right equipment or having the right help only ever reduces the number by 1. So from a 3, it'll go down to a 2.
Yes.
But that's still like on a D4. That's still like what? It's like that's a 75% chance. Go for it.
Yep. It's a 1.
Would you like to re-roll? Cause would you like to re-roll? Because you can spend 1 hope. Worst case scenario.
I'm going to spend 2 hope to increase the die.
You can only do that before the roll. I'm so sorry.
Then yes, I will re-roll. It's a 1 again.
I'm sorry.
Can I keep doing this, or is this just the
nope?
end?
It's only the one time. You completely fall. The rolls tend to mimic your best efforts at getting up. Because you failed, you also lose a D4 of hope, but I only rolled a 1. So you're down to 8. Jocelyn, for various reasons, is kind of stuck down there. I think it's the scooter. They're trying to heft it along with them. Actually, here, have this. You've lost 2 hope. I'm willing to let you have this. I'm willing to let you pass if you're willing to give up the scooter.
I'll actually yell that. Let go of the scooter. You can't climb and carry it. You can't do both.
I'll let you just have this roll if you're willing to let it. You still have only like 8 hope, sadly. But like, dangerous choice, you know what I mean?
I can't. My gear was luckily chosen to make up for my physical deficiency. So if I leave the scooter, I'm going to be shit at moving.
Yes. You're gonna either have to like find something else other than climbing up the gutter. You're kind of like, as we all say this, by the way, some zombies come in from the side as a guy be like, "Oh man, finally! Oh, I finally reached you. It's so good to see another person."
We don't have time for pleasantries. We got to deal with this right now.
Sorry. So he grabs your shoulders and he shakes you. Look. I think I have an idea how to get out of here, but right now we have no time for pleasantries. Let's get out of here. He's doing the businessman thing where he says the thing that you said. Like it's his idea.
Okay, what do I have available in this in the taco shop?
Inside the taco shop, you see well, I would imagine you see, let's say, do taco shops have deep fryers?
I'm sure they have
crispy taco shells, maybe.
Yeah.
You have crispy taco shells. You have like balls of cheese. You have this like one canister that just says nacho cheese, and it's just like dubious. What you know of this? What can I get know-how from you? Actually, give you know-how.
Yes. I got 8.
With an 8, Taco Hole is particularly notorious for their food being more or less than food.
Mm-hmm.
Is what the reviewers like to say.
Mm-hmm.
From what you're aware of, typically their cheese is approximately like 75% sawdust and very flammable.
Okay, yeah. What I want to do is I want to throw oil down where in the zombie's path.
Yes.
Scatter some cheese, and then there's got to be something around that I can use to set fire.
Here, I'll throw my lighter at her.
You throw down the lighter. You can like light up some paper towels and like toss it over there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you
just slip and slide and burn.
You set. How can I say this? There's more kick than you realize, and so when it first ignites the oil and it starts like slipping through, and then when it hits the cheese, there's a kaboom. It sends you reeling backwards, and your ears kind of get that whole ringy feeling. It's a particularly large explosion, as like a bunch of the zombies that were chasing after him are like ignited, and and the guy says, "I can't hear anything. Did we get them?"
I'm ignoring him because also I can't hear him. But I'm gonna grab some of these cheese slices for later.
Less cheese slices, more like the cheese sauce.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab a bag or something of the cheese
let's
sauce
go with that
for later.
Everyone on the roof, you watch as a bunch of zombies, like, how can I say this, get lit.
I see what
and
you
a
said.
boom like echoes across like the area, and you all can see in the various distance, the various directions, you can see the exit to the amusement park still quite a ways away. But what you see more than anything right now is the various hordes of zombies, attracted by the sound, crawling towards Taco Hole.
You know,
Alcohol is doomed. Climb down the rope.
I think we might want to get out of here.
Yeah, and this is why I kept my scooter.
Good work, Scooter Girl. Way to go. Okay, let's move.
You all gather up. Now with this guy. God, what's a really business white guy name?
I could give you my dad's, but I won't do that.
Vaughn.
No. What?
Vaughn.
Vaughn. VAHGN.
Mr. Vaughn Brisk.
Vaughn Brisk. Okay, we're gonna go with Vaughn. VAHGN. And he's like, and he introduces himself. Hi everyone. I'm Vaughn. And he hands out like a business card to all of you. It's nice to meet you in these trying times. So, how are we going to handle this this thing together? And he like pulls out like one of those like kind of like amusement park tourist maps. You're all in like the food court, and you're practically in the dead center of this whole thing.
Of course.
In every direction, it seems like. I mean, it makes sense. Like you want everyone to gather like in the central location for food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's major there's major exits to the south and to the east side. Where do y'all want to go? Oh, actually, yeah. Real quick. Can everyone just like add like a what is an area of Disneyland? You know, kind of like how the place that I'm obviously parodying has like, you know, like a pirate themed area and things like that. Can everyone just give me one themed area of the map? Maxwell, could we start?
The garage.
The garage?
Yeah.
Alright. Look.
Man cave.
Man cave. What's the difference between that and the garage?
Oh, the garage is all automobile and tool stuff. Man cave
That's-
is all about comfy stuff. You play sports and watch sports, and that's where all the drinking happens.
Oh, I'm not very familiar.
The garage is where the toolbox ride is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where that you're aware of it. It's like, hey, look,
Yeah.
I was there. Okay, Jocelyn, what's an area of Disneyland?
Well, I would say that it's the area right next to the man cave. That's the liquor lab.
Oh my God, the liquor lab. Wait, do these ones all do like? Do they make their own like brews and stuff? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with typical dads.
It's many microbreweries.
Michael.
Yeah, like drinking around the world, but instead it's micro brews from around the country.
There's like a mini museum as well.
Yeah.
There's like a mini museum of it.
Brewing 101.
Man cave and Ashlyn.
The backyard.
The backyard. Oh my God, this
There's like
place
a
is
track or like a like riding lawnmower, like little like kid ride, you know, that goes around. One of those.
That's where the grill ride is too.
Yeah. Yep.
Y'all. This is a very, how can I say, dad themed area. I like it.
You started it.
I know, right? I
We're
want
just
it to be.
building on the theme.
It's so good. I appreciate it. But you know, with the whole like, the obvious parody that we're working with here.
I like it.
I like to imagine this alternate universe where the whole like the dad aesthetic got so popular that someone made a theme park after it.
You can buy your like white tube socks with sneakers built in. Like,
Oh, that makes me want to cry, fam. Oh my gosh.
And there's a costume area where you can wear the sneaker or your socks with the sandals together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A costume area? That's like one of the like souvenirs. Y'all.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go through at least two of these areas. Between all of you, choose. Where would you like to go?
Well, I think our priorities right now are arming ourselves and making a plan. So I think probably the best place to go might be the tool shed for weapons of some sort, and also maybe we can find a place where we can just chill for a hot minute and plan how we're going to get out of this.
We could
Yeah.
plan in the man cave.
True, but
Well,
I think
ideally
the
these
garage
things would
might
happen together.
I
the garage
gotcha.
might also have some like I think there's like vehicles in the garage. Like there might be a way for us to come up with some mode of transportation.
Perhaps. Perhaps. What do you think, Maxwell?
Yeah, I think the garage might be the best place to start.
Okay. Asher, what do you
Isn't
think
there
you should go for the
isn't there
second
a
area?
Second area, I mean, I'm Ashlyn, being an outdoorsy girl, is partial to the backyard.
Okay.
So
Alright.
if she gets to pick, that's where she'd like to go.
Everybody else, what do you think for a second area?
Yeah, the backyard.
Is the backyard
works.
next to the garage?
It would be like it's in the pathway.
Okay, then I think that works fine.
All right,
Yeah.
folks.
So the lines of sight can see the zombies coming.
How you look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best. Although I do mention that there might also be some options for more explosives that don't include cheese if we go to the drinking or the liquor
The liquor
Liquor lab.
The liquor
liquor
lab.
lab.
Yeah.
They might have some some forms of making concussives.
Do you know how to make concussive things, Luke?
No, well, I mean, I think I could probably make alcohol explode. It usually just requires a lighter, and I think we have one of those.
Oh, by the way, yes, thank you for the ideas,
Thank you,
Ashley.
thank you. I'll take that back.
Do you want to also carry the cheese?
Oh no,
Oh.
that's yours. Cheese and me have a long history I don't want to go into.
Oh yeah,
But,
you do. Yeah.
The backyard might
Different
be smart
game,
too.
different time.
Alternate universe. That's happening oh no, because you're saying alternate universe. Sorry, Luke, you're saying something?
Oh, I was saying the backyard might also be a good choice as well.
All right. Well, for now, you all definitely decided on going to the garage. So,
Yeah.
in order to get to the garage, it's I mean, of course, there's like, so with Disneyland, the design is kind of made to trap you in everything. So there's like gentle curves in various places. There's this whole like theory of why malls always have like not malls. You know how airports
Casinos.
have kind of like
Yeah.
yeah. It's all slightly curved in order to make you look at more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so and it's also like a lot of like, other than the one main like walk area, it's a lot of like weird like nooks, crannies, and alleyways. A dad definitely made this amusement park. They're like, oh no, I got a shortcut, and then you
I
get
mean,
lost.
statistically, many dads make many things.
Many dads make a lot of things. All right, folks, you all head towards the garage. Do you sneak? Do you fight your way through? How would you like to do this?
I have a quick question before we leave the taco place, though.
Yes.
Does the sink have one of those like sprayer heads on a metal cord thing?
You know what? Roll me a d4. Just roll me a d4. Not even like a roll. Like
3.
yes, it does.
All right,
There you
I
go.
want to unscrew one of those, and this is going to be my flail.
You know what?
I've actually
I'll
thought
let you
about
have
this before.
I'll let you have this because you got a pocket knife. You'll just like cut into it after a little while.
Well, I figured it would like just screw
What?
onto the faucet, and so
Oh.
you could unscrew it.
Yes.
One
Okay.
of those extension like
Yeah,
sprayers.
yeah,
Oh.
one of those.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, sprayer mains.
Anybody else?
I just imagine that I, got the camo, the big kind of leafy blanket thing on me, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm imagining. I think I'm very stealthy. I'm not sure I am in real life, but.
I'm just gonna grab like one of those classic trays that you get from like to hold your food.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab one of those and take it with me.
Okay.
it could come in handy.
I'm just walking up with the taco in my hand.
You made a taco. Everyone's planning out
He
to
was
have
just
like
yeah.
everyone's planning to be like, okay, we need to deal with all these zombies. We have ways to handle this. And Maxwell's just like, all right, okay.
Yeah,
a
taco
taco.
and a tub of meat.
A tub
mean,
of meat. You know, I'll
He
take
lost his corn dog, so
Yeah.
So,
it. Wait, would that be uncooked meat? Because it's like,
I mean, does it count as meat? Like, is it really raw, or is it just like it's just not heated up yet?
so
'Cause isn't
here's
it
the
just
thing. Like, it's not like a taco place would have like cooked meat in a bucket. You know what I mean?
wouldn't
No.
they?
They might, you know.
It's
they
not
just
the
heat it up and.
yeah, it's not raw.
Subway
it's not,
does.
It's not,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not raw meat. Like, I
just
don't
cold,
imagine
but cooked.
a taco place has raw meat. They just have a can of like
Yeah.
the pre-made, kind of like a chili
Okay.
can, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Fine, you got a bucket of meat, man.
Awesome.
I don't know where this is gonna go, but we'll see. We'll see.
Grab a
Okay.
spoon and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you all like?
Barbecue in a bucket.
Do y'all take a more stealthy route, or do you go more like guns, guns blazing? Vaughn takes off his ripped up suit jacket and he straightens his tie, and he has he's carrying with him a briefcase, and he goes like, "Well, you all seem more than well equipped with this. I am glad to make your acquaintance.
Right.
You will all find a right gainful employment if you if you keep me safe throughout this."
What was the name of his business on his business card? We got his name. Where does he work?
Oh my god. He works for a lotion company.
Lotion?
Because zombie survival skills translate directly into a lotion company.
This
Yeah,
is
but
probably
also-
what happened is they smelled him because of all the different, scents. and
Oh
stuff.
shit, we gotta lose this guy.
Wouldn't,
But also,
wouldn't that repel? Wouldn't all the chemicals of the lotion repel him? Repel him?
I like that idea.
Well, I mean, he
Like some
obviously
samples
attracted a
of
bunch,
briefcase.
so
Yeah.
probably not. But
Well, we should move because we have
Yeah.
more zombies coming. Let's
Yeah.
zombie survival might not translate to lotion, but you can never underestimate the power of nepotism. Oh my god.
Can we do? Does there is? I was gonna actually no. Jocelyn has the scooter.
The motor scooter would attract a little bit of noise, but the zombie's already
Yeah.
coming in towards you anyways.
So I was gonna say, can that thing move stealthy?
I can just not use it.
Yeah.
Because if we're moving
Okay.
stealth, it will be too slow. We'll be slow enough. I can probably just walk anyway.
I love that
Cool.
none of you have a D4 in Resolve, because that's typically what I use for quote-unquote stealth. Can everyone please roll me Resolve? It's against a normal, so 4.
Free.
Oof.
Ew.
Ew.
Maxwell got 6.
Maxwell, you fine. You're stealthy, but everyone else kind of
Stealthily
clump-
chomping his taco.
Soft shell. Soft shell taco.
He chose a soft shell taco. Everyone else kind of as you're all traveling, they kind of get into they kind of either keep bumping into things, but also
I can't see where I'm going with the leaves on me. Yeah.
so with Resolve, it's being brave and keeping it cool, which means at some point various zombies jump up and they scream. Ashlyn, Jocelyn, and Luke, I'm going to roll a d4, and you lose a little bit of hope as these scares start staggering at you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You all lose 3. You all lose 3 hope.
Okay.
We're
Maxwell, you're fine.
doomed.
You mostly get out of you mostly go through the sequence fairly how can I say, briskly, either due to fear. Maxwell has finished off his taco. And everyone, you've now made it into what did I call this? Okay, I just the garage. I was trying to think of a more peppy daddy name. Why did I say that?
Gary's garage.
Gary's garage. Yeah, one of the creators' friends, Gary, is just hey, I got an idea for the coolest place, and it's about garages. And the creator's I like the cut of your jib, Gary. So this entire area, Gary's garage, has like this kind of like have you everyone played Fallout 4? It kind of has like this little mascot like boy, kind of like, you know, with like a hammer and tool and like and a toolbox like blinking and flashing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, in Gary's garage, I'm gonna do that thing again where I ask everyone, what is something that you like what is something in the scene that you notice? Is it something that you smell or hear or like see? Let's start with Ashlyn. What's something you smell, hear, or see? Just like what stands out the most to you in Gary's garage?
I'm gonna imagine that there's one of those like traffic light things, but it's like put up artistically, so it like flashes the 3 different colors back and forth, and I'm just kind of like staring at it, like, ooh, pretty for a second.
It is doing its job. Okay, Jocelyn.
I smell gasoline.
That would suit the garage. Yes, you smell gasoline. You don't know if it's like if it's something like
They put out like an aerosol scent to make you feel more like you're in that.
Yeah, it always smells slightly like the garage. It's like a little acrid. Where you're like, okay. Maxwell.
You can faintly hear the toolbox song.
The toolbox? Oh my god! Of the ride that you're on, and you're like,
the ride
yeah.
you love.
I'm just trying to picture what this sounds like, and all of it sounds so bad in my head. I like toolbox. Like, I can't even think. It's
a gasket after all.
Oh, yes, I like it. But like sung by dads.
Yeah.
The dad choir.
It's very off key.
Some baritones.
It's awkward but like charming, like any dad, I guess.
Yeah.
Luke.
They have some of those kind of arcade kind of style dispensers, like a soda machine, and like they've got just a whole like section of them, but all with like tool themes on them, and they're kind of like they kind of yell at you periodically, like advertisements.
Like in Borderlands, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yo, that's so good. Okay.
Yet another thing to wear away my resolve.
Yeah, and they're just telling us that we need some Dad Brew Cola.
Dad Brew, get some Dad Brewed Cola over here. Nice, nice iron gold. Hey, you over there passing by. Don't disappoint me.
Like, take your allowance away.
Sometimes it's just a dad joke. Like it's just this can set of dad jokes.
It's like, I'm trying to think of one right now. God, oh man.
Hi, hungry. I'm dad.
Okay, that's fair.
It's actually coming out of the candy machine.
The moment you said hungry, my stomach rumbled because I literally woke up and I immediately started doing this. So I'm like, I haven't had food. Okay, folks. Here at Dadneyland, the horde of zombies that were like kind of like shuffling over towards the taco hole, that's kind of like, they're kind of focused at taco hole. So there's still zombies like floating around here, and you still hear yelling and shouting in the distances, various distances. But this place seems a little bit more downbeat, just a little bit more downbeat.
Take a breather.
A little bit of breather. And there's never enough of a breather in a zombie apocalypse. There are bodies littering the ground.
We're doomed. We're not gonna get out of here, guys. Look at all this.
First thing we need to do is double tap. Make sure they're dead.
You don't have a gun?
We have other things available.
Okay.
Can I imagine that there's like a bench that's made out of like a car trunk?
100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit on that. I'm like kind of take a breather. Little panicky, seeing all the bodies.
You were prepared for a zombie apocalypse. Well, you were prepared for an apocalypse. You just didn't know it'd be this one.
I use the leafy camo, kind of becomes a little security blanket for a moment.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Luke?
I point out like the viscera kind of draped over the back of the chair and just that.
Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's so not.
Sure.
I don't know how goths talk. I'm trying to say
Avant-garde.
avant-garde. Is that goth or artsy? I don't know.
Sometimes that's the same.
It'll be both.
Oh, I'm so sorry to any goths that are watching this. Oh no.
I'm just gonna casually drop a Cradle of Filth song lyric and.
All right. You take a break. Jocelyn, Luke, what do y'all do? Either of you? No?
I want to make sure that the bodies in here are in fact dead, and per zombie protocol, you have to smash the head in. So I'm gonna find something with which to do that.
You find like a garbage can nearby that could potentially do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
I mean,
I'm-
like, I don't know anything else heavy that would like help with this. Oh, you know what? This might no, not yet. I have an idea for something later.
Well, how about a hammer?
You know what? Roll me a d4. This is literally just like a luck roll.
1.
No hammer.
Okay.
You can't find any hammers. I'm sorry.
Is it like a tire?
Maybe a tire. Maxwell, what do you do?
I walk over to Luke with a dad brew candy, with a dad brew cola, and
Are
a
you just
handful of
eating? Are you just having a time here, just eating and drinking during the zombie
Consuming his
apocalypse?
I love it.
Thanks. That's,
Hey, man has his priorities. Man has his
Yeah, so-
priorities.
yeah, a dad brew cola and a handful of candy, and say, "Hey, Luke, bro, you think we could get a ride in over the toolbox? Think we have the time?"
God, you want to go on the ride?
I mean, it might actually be safer inside one of the rides.
God, I love it.
I'm gonna head over to the to the vending machines. And I'm gonna grab like a cola and some chips and stuff. I'm actually can I try to like smash it? Can I try to smash in the window just to grab whatever I feel like?
Give me a physique. Go for it.
No one's gonna
What do
check
you
up on
smash
us.
it with?
Huh?
Oh, I haven't. Oh, never mind.
I was gonna
An
say,
idea.
there's a trash can? You said I could use
Yeah.
a
Yes.
trash can?
Yes.
Yeah.
Physique, please.
Okay. That is a 3.
With a 3, yeah, that's fine enough. You just like kind of like break through the glass and you just like grab some stacks.
Yeah, I just use the the tray to like make sure all the glass is broken out, and then just start putting stuff in a like in the big pocket of my spiked hoodie.
Cool, spiked hoodie.
Filling it, yeah, just filling it up. Mhm.
You notice that like okay, so you know how there's like a dad's cola, right? And so there's that, but for all these snacks, here's dad's chips. Here's dad's fruit bars. That company got really popular after Disneyland exploded.
The primary sponsor of Disneyland, actually.
Yes. All right. So let's go back to Ashlyn. You had a moment to chill, and you hear Luke just smashing through like one of the glass things, causing a bit of a ruckus, some noise, as like he and Maxwell are kind of like going at the snacks there. Meanwhile, Jocelyn is kind of like smashing zombie heads with like a nearby, let's say like a tire that you found. It's like kind of like unwieldy, but it helps. Ashlyn, what do you do?
I think I can hear the song still going from the ride. You are. Change the oil in your car. And just kind of sitting there with my blanket, kind of I think overwhelmed with the sense of doom, watching the bodies get further smashed and things. I think I noticed that there might be some viscera on the same bench I'm sitting on that I didn't notice before. Just kind of like crawling into a smaller and smaller ball, on the side of the couch. It's a little bit much. The flashing traffic light is kind of a bit much right now.
You're feeling a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. Sense of doom is really taken over, I think.
I notice like that Ashlyn's taken now and is just like inside of this like ghillie suit looking thing. So I'm just going to bring her a dad's soda and some chips and just drop them off and be like, you could use these.
Oh, thank
Sure.
you.
Aw, so
Arms come out
sweet.
and I pop the tab. Thank you very much.
We were gonna go check the ride and see if there's anything going on at
Vaughn
ride?
Vaughn interrupts, being like, I'm sorry, you want to go on a ride right now in this sort of crisis? You need to take some actionable steps in order to achieve the synergy to escape this area.
I don't know what synergy means, so
Neither does he.
It's kind of like those business buzzwords, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Synergy, cooperation.
We're just gonna see what we can find, see if there's anything we can use. Is there like a Jeep ride or something here somewhere?
A Jeep ride?
Yeah.
There's
Our dad's known for
This is a very unsafe theme park.
yes.
There's the riding lawnmower.
The riding lawnmower. That's the one I'm thinking.
That was in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's us. I'm thinking kind of like the safari ride.
Yeah.
It's like a very large lawnmower.
Like drive the tractor around the course. Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, also there's like a go-kart area where it's also just tractors.
Yeah.
How fast do those go?
Uh-oh. I shouldn't have said that.
I was already thinking of it, so.
There's also like a lot of tools in the tool ride. We could maybe find some weapons.
There would in the tool ride, there would definitely be tools.
Yeah.
So we could go see if there's any tools we could use to.
Yep.
Out. I think Max had the right idea. Let's go check it out.
All right. You all head towards the tool shop, and Vaughn looks incredibly what's the word to say?
Disappointed. I think that's the word. Yeah.
There's disappointed, but also he looks like miffed that you're not listening to him. You know what I mean?
It makes no sense.
Yeah. Just
Sorry,
makes
Mr.
no
Business.
sense. And you all head inside to her. Do you? Okay, so you can either go down the shaft. Is that what they call it? You go down like the tunnel, or you can actually just go on the ride.
Max votes for the ride.
Yo, man, you've already been on this thing already. You want
Like-
to go through a small world
Now
twice?
there's no line.
Like-
It doesn't have
like-
to wait.
Like 6 times today.
Yo, what? What?
He literally, like, when this all started, he had literally just come from here, and he was like he was just taking a break to grab lunch.
You would want to go on It's a Toolbox after all 6 times.
That's the whole reason he dragged me out to this place. I was just hanging out at the food court waiting for him to get done with the ride so we could go do something else.
Anything
So,
else?
I do want to point out, having actually been on the It's a Small World ride, it is dimly lit in there, and there's all
terrifying.
kinds of animatronics and stuff going around, so it would be very, very easy for us to get ambushed by zombies in there.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
Did anybody
You all
read,
go in.
the Kingdom Keepers? Where they like get attacked by the puppets.
Ugh,
Oh,
creepy.
never mind. All right.
That's some nice museum vibes.
But if we do go in there, I
there's
think we should be going on foot instead of in a ride, so that we have time to inch along
React.
with appropriate caution and
I'm gonna
react.
look at Max. Max, I know you've always wanted to go in like the behind the scenes on the ride. I know you've wanted to see what it looks like from like the inside. I bet you we could get in through there.
His eyes light up and say, "Yeah, let's go."
Okay.
All right.
So we're can we find a maintenance? Can we find like a maintenance door or something like employees only?
Yes, you do. However, there's two things. One, there's a keyhole, but two, there's also a bar, but it also says emergency exit. Employees only.
I'm gonna look around the nearby bodies and see if any of them have the it's a toolbox like outfitting them.
Give me a know-how actually.
I'm great at this. Let me just tell you that.
No, you aren't.
That's a 2.
So here's
Can
your
I look
option.
around after I see him doing it?
You can, but we have to resolve this one first real quickly
Okay,
because
yeah.
every fail goes for.
Can I go ahead and use my 1 hope to try to reroll it?
Yes, please.
Am I going for a? Is this?
You're going for a 3. You're going for a 3. It's
3.
simple.
Okay, then yeah, I'll use 1 hope.
It's only a 50-50 on this one.
Got a 3.
Ah, okay. With 1 hope, you find the thing. Oh,
I don't want to lose another 3 hope because of it.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so you look right, and you do definitely find somebody. Like, yeah, when I ask for rolls, these can all lead to very bad situations, which is great.
Yeah.
You do find the body, and you do find what looks to be a silver-like key.
I'm gonna see if that works to get us in through that door.
You click, and you see a red light above the door turn green,
Cool. I open it.
and you open it. No alarm sounds.
That's good.
I was really hoping. Hey, what's a zombie apocalypse without some danger?
Mm-hmm.
You all make it into the back area, and it is. Well, you thought it's a. You thought it was like dark during the ride. It's a little bit darker in the back, but you get through. It's really difficult to see actually. If only you do like some kind of flashlight, but I don't think y'all have a.
Hey, Ashlyn, you got that lighter?
The lighter is minimal.
Yeah, it's like a tiny little glow. I feel better, having had my snack now. Kind of like when you give a kid like a blanket and a snack. It makes everything better. I think it works on adults too. So I've kind of tied the camo around me like a little cape, and I'll just attempt to light the way. I know it's probably not doing much.
It is very minimal, but it gives you some sort of light. It is a soft glow of it.
Can I find a long piece of metal somewhere?
It's so toolboxy. I like it.
In the toolbox,
Yeah.
I just mean as a player, you're just like, what can I find in this area? I like it.
What is this? Like when we walk in, what is it? Like what is this room?
Okay, so in this room, it's kind of like the entrance to like the main area. It's like there's a bunch of like long black curtains, and back here there seems to be, from what minimal thing that you can see, there seems to be like, a lot of boxes, and like those like Tupperware, like those large like bins, and there seems to be like things like that.
Sure.
Can I look for a light switch?
Yes, you can.
You being sensible.
Being sensible. You know what? I'm going to just... In this immediate area, you probably can find a light switch. You'd be able to find a light switch, but if you do it, it only like lights up like this small immediate area, because typically this ride you want it to be fairly dark. And so there's like one main power switch which turns on the lights everywhere, but the light switch that you find here would be only local. You know what I mean?
Can we search through the boxes and see if there is like a backstage, like a red light flashlight?
Perhaps. Can I make a point as a GM real quickly?
Yes, you may.
Just like a little like Maxwell does have a phone. That's always at 100%.
That's always at 100%.
Oh shit! Have we tried calling the police or something?
Well, the flashlight
Who's that?
on it.
as it also has a flashlight on it. Phones are really helpful, especially when it always stays at 100%. You have no idea how he got a hold of it, but like you've never seen it like be in danger of turning off.
Maxwell has his sources.
Hey Max, do you have your phone with you? Like, where's your phone?
Phone. He starts patting his pockets. Phone. He puts down the dad brew cola. He puts down the dad brew cola and his meat bucket. He said phone, and just taps. He taps everywhere, and finally finds it like in a pocket inside of his jacket, his leather jacket. So he like, oh yeah, forgot I had this. This works.
I was like
How much of the
wondering.
meat in the bucket is gone at this point? I'm just curious.
You can't have
Or
just been shoveling meat into your mouth. What?
He hasn't been eating them. He was focusing on the candy in his pocket.
Priorities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all think candied meat exists?
Yes, I'm sure it does somewhere.
Definitely.
Probably a jerky, like a sweet jerky.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about food right now. I'm hungry.
So, can I
I'm
find like a
positive
long
candy
piece of
has
metal?
Yes, you probably. When we say piece of metal, do you mean like a bar?
Yeah, sure. It doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't matter how like sturdy it is, just as long as it's of a at least. this
If you're
tall.
looking for something inside, you could definitely find a broom back here. Easy.
I prefer metal instead of a broom, or is the broom handle made of metal?
So here's the thing. What long metal bars would you think would be at the back of this thing? You know what I mean?
Like a crowbar?
A crowbar.
They're usually pretty.
Especially in tooling. It might be-
Yeah.
You know what? That's a really good point. Roll me a know-how. It's gonna be
Max,
simple.
Can you use some light with that? With
You
that
good?
phone?
Yes, I'm
Found
gonna
it.
make a torch with my explosive cheese.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, you are.
So you have
Sorry.
the handle for
Sorry.
or the crowbar for the handle of the torch. You wrap some cloth around it and you dip it in the cheese, and then you have a torch.
God, you're the most toolbox person I've met. I'm like, I wish I had more players like you. I would know how to deal with this better. I would know how to deal with this better if I played with more people like you. Let's go with it.
I asked. I was like, I don't know that much about explosives, but wouldn't it just be now an explodey stick instead of a torch?
Well, I mean, normally for an explosion you need the ignition in an enclosed space, and the explosion
Yes.
comes from the pressure. But this is going to be very open air, and it's not as much cheese as I set on fire before, and there was also oil involved, which probably didn't help. But I
Are you
think
an
this.
engineer? Are you an engineer?
No, I just watched documentaries. And
Okay. Yeah, I'm giving this to you. I applaud their creativity. You've made a modern torch
That's,
with cheese and a
with
crowbar.
exploding
Can I-
cheese.
this is making me kind of hungry.
Can I make a quick know-how to see if I would tell whether or not holding a lit piece of metal is going to be a bad idea for her?
Oh.
That is a very good point. I don't think you need to make a know-how for that one.
Okay,
but
I was just like, I'm not a bright.
Yeah,
goth.
just roll me a d4, and then you're not gonna lose any hope if you fail.
Okay, that's a 3.
Yeah, okay, you have maybe been like, oh wait, is that a good idea?
I'm like,
Oh.
you might want to grab like a piece of rubber or something to put around it, because
Yeah, that's a good point. Can I find like workman's gloves or something around, which would also maybe insulate?
Sure, I'll give you that. I'll just give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
there's
just,
a good idea.
yeah. So you have your little torch. You have a lighter and you have a high beam flashlight. Cool. And what are you all looking for back here, anyways?
A
Weapons.
nail gun.
A nail gun? A nail gun?
Yeah.
What? Okay, you know what? That's fair. Like midway through the ride, roughly about like 3/4 of the way, you definitely know there was like one of the animatronics was holding a nail gun, being like, here, look at here. This is a nail gun. Be careful. It'll shoot someone's eye out.
This is the most unsafe theme park in the world.
That's the one dad with like an eye patch.
It's literally like it's holding it. It goes off, and you see this dad with the eye patch just holding himself.
Oh no!
Yeah. That's why you have to use safety.
Oh shit,
There's
does not
definitely a
exist in this
nail gun
universe.
deeper into the tunnels. If you wish to
Okay.
go.
I'm looking for some like. I'm actually gonna grab that broom, and I'm just gonna like break off the broom part so I have a handle. And I'm actually gonna look for a saw blade.
You should tie your knife to the end of it. Make a little stabbing spear.
Better idea.
Y'all!
I'm looking for a saw blade.
I mean, yeah, okay, that might be better.
It's a little bit deeper in as well. But yes, you can probably find it soon.
Okay.
Would y'all? So you all go in. Ashlyn, it's been a while. Like, what do you want to do here?
Yeah, let's see. Kind of recovered. I think I'm looking for, I think just like a trusty big iron wrench or something. Just like a good kind of smack a zombie over the head type of thing. Good, simple, reliable. If I could find something around here like that.
Okay. Y'all have just been you'll find it also roughly in the same area. I've been rolling a die in order to see how far it is deep into the thing, and I've gone consistent 3s. All of what you want is in the same rough area.
Also,
It's in the safety precautions section of.
They teach you nice simple stuff early on, being like, this is a hammer, this is a screwdriver. Third one, this is a saw blade and a nail gun.
use the safety glasses. All the different.
Oh,
Here, I'll just
oh.
write lyrics while we're playing.
I 100%.
God, I love this.
I'm 100% grabbing safety glasses while we're going through, if that's okay.
Safety first.
No,
That's actually really important.
Well, also because they're all the way around. I mean, if you get viscera in your eyes,
Yeah,
you're going to be
yeah.
blinded. So
That's a good idea, I think.
Yeah.
We should grab some of those.
Everybody should
Yeah.
grab some safety goggles.
Everyone
Yeah.
gets some dad safety glasses.
Yeah. I like a helmet.
You want a helmet? Oh,
Yeah, a hard hat. A hard hat.
I might give that to you. We'll see. A hard hat?
All right,
We'll talk
yeah.
about that. We'll talk about that one.
I can say
'Cause
when he brings it up, I think I know exactly where to find a helmet, but we'd have to go to
Man cave?
the man cave. Yeah, because I know there's a bunch of
Like football
sports
helmets.
memorabilia.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. There would be. There would be football helmets in the sports memorabilia section. All right, you all go deeper into what do you call it? The toolbox.
The toolbox.
You all go deeper into the toolbox. Maxwell's having a good time, just being like listening to the song. He's like humming along with it because this was like this is like the 7th time he's been here.
He knows it by
today.
heart.
Yeah.
First time on this side of the curtain, though.
Yeah.
He's such a chipper goth, you know. I like it. There's this aesthetic called pastel goth, which I've always been like. Have y'all seen pastel goth? I absolutely love the concept of them, but like this, I'm not saying that's like Maxwell, but also like I just like chipper looking goths. Or whatever. I think it's cool. All right, so you all go deeper into the cave. You all go in deeper. Vaughn is grumbling this entire time, and he's like, "This feels like an absolute waste of time." He says, like checking his watch, even though it's just like, what meeting do you have to go to? You know what I mean?
I just turn, I look at him, and I'm holding my torch.
Eyebrows raised. Yeah. And he's just like, we should just be focused on getting out of here and not necessarily staying in here. And
That's what
this
we're
all
doing.
seems dangerous. And as he says that, you all hear a noise. You hear a noise echoing throughout this area.
I think we got company.
You with the fire. Can you go ahead just to, cause fire.
You know what? I have, spaghetti arms, so I'm gonna give you the torch and you can swing at it. How about that?
Okay, I'm down. And can I have the glove, please?
Yes. Don't lose my torch, please.
I'm gonna roll a d4 here, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, all right. So Luke grabs a torch, right, and the gloves.
Yeah.
Luke, you are the one it targets as what whips out in the dark is this kind of like wet slicking noise, and almost like a whip cracking through the air as this long, like tendrily kind of like appendage wraps around your neck and like, well, no, that's it, let's say around your torso and pulls you upwards.
What the shit?
Oh no.
Does it take any damage from my spiked belt?
Mayhaps from your spiked belt. It's not happy with it, and it like makes a little like noise. But as you are pulled upwards, Maxwell like aims his beam of light towards it, and you see also with a torch, what looks to be this like tall, lanky looking man, with like an extra long tongue. It is thicker than rope. And is wrapping around you, and it's like holding you by the waist, suspended in midair.
Are we in Raccoon City?
Right.
We got problems.
I didn't say this was oh god, what were the name of the classic zombies? Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get. I didn't say those were classic zombies.
I'm gonna. Can I swing my fire stick at it now?
Where you're at, I would let you roll this if you'd like, but it'd be tricky, and it would be a bad situation.
Could I just like literally hit the tongue, like where, like hitting the spot where the tongue is that I'm attached to?
I'll bring that to a normal, but still a bad situation. A bad situation costs all hope costs to go up by 1.
Okay. That is a 5.
With a 5, you. So you've been suspended more than like a story up. Do you want to go through with this? I'm gonna.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go through with it.
Okay, so you push the torch right against like the tongue, and the creature screeches and is gargle. And you succeed, easy. But as you tumble down onto like the area, because like it lets go of you rapidly, you land onto the ground and then you fall into the water. Please take 1 hope off.
Okay.
Just 1. I'm not like rolling it because like I did want to ask like if this is something you wanted to do, but the thing up there, it looks non-deterred and it looks at the rest of you with praying eyes. Oh, by the way, the torch the torch does not go out actually.
Oh.
It fell off to the side.
They're feeding people this cheese.
Oh my god!
I just kind of flick the lighter off and put it away.
A bunch of this cheese. You made yourself a taco.
All right,
Maybe
folks.
it's just hungry. What if you threw some of your taco meat at it?
And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna throw some taco meat at it, like handful globs of taco meat.
Your hands are. I hate like putting my hands through like raw, like not raw meat, but like I hate going through like ground beef. It's just like, oh.
He's wearing fingerless gloves.
Yo, okay, you know what? You lean on the goth element. That's good. Fingerless gloves. Do you know what? Give me a physique, and it's gonna be simple.
Physique. All right.
As long as you don't roll a 1 or 2, you're fine.
4.
You good. You packed up this meat kind of like a baseball, and you, as the tongue like slithers out to like grab at all of you, it like wraps around the meat, flying through the air, and just like the tongue lashes out again, this time at the bucket.
Oh, man. All right, I think we should run.
Yeah. Oh,
As
but Luke is in the water still.
Luke is in the water. Luke, can you swim? You're choice.
I imagine that I can swim. However, I'm in a very loaded down hoodie at the moment.
Well, I mean, it's also probably not that deep, right?
It's not probably not that deep. You know, I don't know. Like, I mean, don't you need like? I think at least with those like water rides, it needs to be like at least maybe head height. Maybe is that too much?
They're not actually floating.
But yeah, I think they're on like a track.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I've actually never been on this ride, but I am putting. I've made more of like a water thing. Okay, all right, you know, fine.
No,
Yeah, fine. Oh, that's actually way harder of a fall than I thought then.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cushion there in those.
There's not a lot of cushion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. All right. So, you're fine. You're not drowning. I was just like, could I have him drowning here? Nah, we're good. And this and the zombie up there seems to be kind of like shoveling that meat into its mouth. Vaughn is just like screams and he runs off ahead.
So he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
die.
We got rid of that problem.
Yeah, that problem tied it to help itself.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just watch out if we start smelling lotion. We'll know please come back.
All right, folks. So what do y'all do? You book it?
Can we book it to
So-
section 3 and see if
Yeah.
see if we can get
Yeah.
another
Get our
while it's
weapons.
distracted.
While it's distracted. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna roll quickly to see how long it's distracted. Come on, don't roll a. Okay, it's a 2. Not bad. You have a little bit of time. So you all book it. The thing is like quickly going through that bucket of meat. It stops every once in a while because it's just like, is this actually food? But then,
We're not sure.
and he just keeps eating it anyways. I guess that's the same mentality anyone had at alcohol. It's like, is this food? I guess I'll just keep going. I guess. All right. Y'all, I want tacos right now. I'm talking about all this
Yeah,
food and the
I
cheese
do.
and the meat. Maxwell in particular, you've been snacking this whole time, and I'm like, I haven't had breakfast, man. Okay, you all book it. You all book it, and you make it off into section 3 without too much more of a thing.
Mhm.
All right, so I assume this is where you'll be able to find your nail gun. This is where you'll find your little saw blade. This is where you'll be able to find like your What was the third thing you wanted?
Oh, I wanted like an iron wrench or something.
You can probably find a wrench. In the distance, however, you hear and like some footfalls happening, like yeah. In the like it's way behind you, but it is, like I say, moving.
I vote we keep going and we don't face the tongue thing a second time.
That's a
keep
good
moving.
plan.
We'll try to find an exit on this side.
Yeah.
As you think of the word, I wonder if we can find an exit. You hear an emergency alarm ring.
That was good timing. I wonder if that was our friend Vaughn.
You heard the you the clunk of like the bar being pressed down, the alarm, and you hear an oh shit off in the distance.
Yep.
It was the lotion.
Lotion.
Can
I
I?
was. There you go.
No, I was gonna say, can I like fashion the saw blade on the end of my handle here?
How? It's actually a lot harder than like I would imagine.
I was just curious. Is there duct tape in Toolbox World?
They're
Yeah, of course. I mean, like that's fair. That's like a fair. That's absolutely fair. There's obviously always like 100%.
You should drill it in.
Oh,
That is true. That is true.
Oh, yeah, if you make a
Oh.
hole, then you can tie. Yeah, or like with
Get some
line,
bolt. Yeah, get some bolts
wire.
and some nuts and this.
Yeah,
Bolts, nuts.
yeah.
yeah. So okay, so
I'm
quick
looking for a
note.
power drill then to go with that.
Yeah, that's fair. This is a dangerous section. So there's the power drill. There's the Maxwell. Did you write the nail gun down?
Yeah, I got the nail gun.
You got a nail gun, you got a power drill. The power drill doesn't have a lot of battery in it because it's partway through the day, and this is where they typically change the battery. But there's a power drill that you could last long enough in order to drill in the thingy.
Okay, I'm gonna do that while we're walking out.
Okay. As you're walking out, as the alarm bells ring. Oh man. Okay. All right. So as you're at the exit, you hear two things. One, you hear that noise from behind, but you also hear a lot of clamor past the door. This is where I'm going to give you all EXP real quickly. So in Denside, you gain EXP when you accomplish something big. You accomplish your major goal of getting all your stuff, right? So when you and your pals accomplish something big, you gain 1 EXP. EXP can be used for the following. You can either buy more hope, you roll a d6 plus 1. You either reduce a bad situation, or you can find new gear. Y'all have already found new gear, so you're pretty much fine. Because this was part of the major goal that you wanted. And so I'm just preparing y'all for the worst. There's most definitely zombies past the thing, as the alarm, by the way, still keeps ringing a little bit. And the thing from behind is steadily moving forward. It's heavy steps, echoing across the wood. Together, what do you all do?
Okay, can I use my EXP to go ahead and grab some more hope? Because I'm real low on hope.
Okay, roll a d6 plus 1.
I get 6.
Oh, shoot, damn. Okay, all right, you good.
May I also do that?
Yes, go for it. How much hope did you have? Y'all were fine, weren't you?
I had 6.
Oh, well, you had less than I
So
thought.
I took quite a bit. So sorry, what do I roll? Oh, 1d6 plus 1. Okay.
Yes.
I'm also gonna buy hope because I'm at 5.
What? Whoa, okay. Whoa.
And I got 6.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was just like, wait, y'all were depleting hope faster than I thought.
Yes.
I haven't lost any.
You know what?
You've been snacking the whole time.
Yeah.
You're able to also
You're the most happy person with this group.
You don't have to use up your EXP. You could also just bank it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Maxwell, I have to target you more. Yo, at 10 hope, after my first round of stuff, I need to step up my game.
I'm gonna look at Jocelyn. I'm gonna say, do you think we could try your trick one more time?
Exploding cheese?
Yeah.
Sure.
I will say here, if you use the exploding cheese here, it'll be the last of your cheese.
Yeah. I don't doubt it, but it's up to you.
Yeah. I think do you want to take out the crowd outside the door?
Yeah, and make it so it'll take a little bit of everybody working together. We need so Max, can you grab the door?
All right.
Can you be on door duty? And Jocelyn, I've got the torch. I can light it. We just need a fuse. So give us some time to run to light the nacho cheese.
Oh my God.
We could probably just use a strip of cloth.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just tear off just use a piece of somebody's shirt or something.
Yeah.
Here, I'll rip off a little strip of my camo leafy blanket or leafy camo tarp thing.
Perfect.
And actually, it's probably better. It's probably better if you throw the cheese. I can light it, and it's probably better if you throw it though. Because again.
Okay, fair. Yeah, let's get some distance on it. Sure. Okay. So.
Y'all.
Okay, so Max, when when I say, what should we use as our go word here?
Go.
Yeah, Max. When I say go, you need to open the door. We're gonna toss a flaming bag of cheese into the crowd, and as soon as we hear a bang, we book it out the door.
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
Yeah, it works for me.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Let's do it. I grabbed some duct tape, and I'm holding my saw stick now.
Okay.
So I've got that on. I've got that kind of leaning up against the wall, ready to go, and I hold the bag out, duct tape the piece of the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I've got the torch.
Okay,
At the
everyone.
door.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
go.
Like the cheese.
They can open the door.
Open the door. A thing goes out. There are a lot of zombies. We're talking a solid like 15-ish.
Okay.
Shut the door. Shut the door.
Closes the door.
Max.
Closes the door. As the cheese
As-
goes up.
No.
closes the door. No?
Just yet, not just yet.
Okay.
Gonna have to help me
So
push back.
as you try closing the door, arms reach out for you immediately. Can I please get a physique roll? This is gonna be tricky, and it's gonna be a bad situation.
Okay. 8.
What the hell are your rolls? What are your rolls, man?
It's fine. Shh.
Oh, you like kick out the arms and they like go behind. The door closes perfectly, and like a boom happens past it, and everyone just poof. You all open the door to find smoldering, cheese-smelling zombies.
Good, let's go.
Run.
And you just like book it out of the area as fast as you can. God, what are your rolls? God damn. Spicy. Okay. All right. Okay. So you make it out there, and you all like quickly look at the map that Vaughn left for you.
Mhm.
You were more than midway through the what do we call it? It was called the garage.
Mhm.
So you have your choice between the liquor lab, the man cave, and the backyard.
Still say we head to the backyard and try to find transportation.
Yeah.
See if we can take
Yeah.
one of those
Yeah, okay.
lawnmowers.
I'm imagining like a kiddie ride that's like a little train that has like some kind of tractor thing and then little like wagons you can sit in. Maybe one of
Mhm.
those.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
y'all are heading to where again?
I think the backyard.
Backyard. Y'all book it to the backyard. Can I please get a resolve from everybody?
Oh, I was gonna
sorry,
say,
what?
is there an exit in the backyard? Like, do we know if there's an exit in the backyard?
It would be a little bit. It's not exactly at the backyard, but actually, wait. Quick note. Sidebar. How are we doing for time? Are we like?
We have an hour and a half left if we're gonna end at 4:30.
Oh yeah, no, we're got. Yeah, no. So it's a little bit past that.
Okay.
Yeah. It has an exit.
I got a
What are we
4
rolling?
resolve.
Oh,
I
resolve.
also got a 4.
You're good. Luke, what do you get?
5.
5 also.
What do you get? Okay.
5.
Yeah, you're all fine.
The Goth twins.
You all hustle fast. Honestly, optimistic, goth, same stats. Y'all good stuff. Okay, so you all like okay, so I think this is actually a perfect time right now as we transition between areas to if everyone wants like a quick bio break.
Yeah.
Water, washroom, food. Let's
Yeah.
take 5.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys, great timing, perfectly for everybody. Hey, thanks a lot. You're watching the Games Tavern. If this is your first time watching, thank you for watching, and please follow us on Twitch and on social media when you can. So this is one of our Saturday short shots. It's a great way to find new members of the TTRPG streaming community from across other streams, as well as how we introduce some really cool new faces as well. So you'll see a couple different faces in there that you may not have seen before as well. We're doing a couple giveaways. When we hit 20 viewers today, we will start up the next giveaway, and we're really excited about it. Congratulations to NetCurl2B for winning a Zombelly dice bag today. And so please get the word out today on social media. Let other people know this show is going on right now. What better show for a weekend holiday kickoff than in the mall when all craziness is breaking out? So, hey, we're going to switch over real quick to our midterm break, and then when we come back in just a few minutes, we're going to be joining the show back again. Hey, it's Reed with the Games Tavern. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for supporting our November charities this month. We're partnered with Operation Supply Drop, and we're excited to support their effort to make sure that there is fun where there is none. Operation Supply Drop has helped over 1.5 million soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in far-off places receive games to help them pass the time. And we were really behind that 100%. Our monthly charity this month is entirely about that. You'll see some of the different things that we'll be doing, and we'll be doing quite a few giveaways as well. Some dice trays, some digital codes from some various sponsors, and, well, a great deal more. All on our regular shows, all the regular times. Please support that effort. It will make a huge difference in meeting our charitable goals and helping those soldiers get some much needed games to help relieve some stress in faraway, dangerous places.
Have you ever needed quality images of characters for your games or stories, but couldn't find the time or assets to create them? Epic Character Generator comes to your rescue with lots of features. After launching the program, you can select a base character to start working on. Just pick a wardrobe and begin customizing it. At any time, you can jump to the settings to turn other packs on and use their content on your character too. There are certain items which not always fit together nicely. You can use the toggle feature to decide whether these items should be on top or on the bottom. You can use the coloring tool to give your items a unique look. A few items can deform the base body in a minor way, and others can make huge changes. How about moving around some decorations in the background? Or even the whole character to find the perfect composition? You can save your character as a data file and load it back later to continue editing it. You can export your character as a PNG image with a background selected from the program, or choose a transparent one. You can use it later in any environment. So, have you crafted your first character already? Epic Character Generator, now available on Android.
right, we're back. We're going to kick right off with the show coming back in. I'm excited to see this one start up, so let's get started right away.
Boop, 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 we're back. Okay. Okay, so last time on Dead Inside, which quickly turned wackier than I thought it. Also, like, I don't know. There's a lot of different vibes going on. Okay, you all just escaped the garage, and now you're headed towards the backyard. One of the more major, like, it's a very large, wide area, kind of like to really emphasize the whole garage element of it. It's very big, and very open, and like an open space compared to everything else. There are definitely like there's a lot of like greenery, trees, shrubs, to like really show you the beautification. Like what, like there's like this collection of artisanal hedges where people have like sculpted stuff like, you know, swans into like the very large hedges, things like that, you know. I'd like to do that thing again where I ask everyone like to add a detail about the area. I'll start this time with Luke.
Okay. I hear the like the soft rumble of distant engines just kind of purring away and just not moving but just like sitting there.
Idling.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Kind of it's just very far off, and I kind of get a little bit like disappointed. I was hoping that maybe we wouldn't have to walk so far.
Gotcha. Jocelyn.
I see a rack of weed whacker strollers for rent.
Weed whacker strollers? Oh my gosh.
As they move, the little like pinions on the bottom spin.
Ashlyn?
So I think there's like a pool section in this part. But it's not like, it's less like the water park area and more like there's a game where you have to like scoop out all the leaves and bugs floating in the pool.
What?
Instead of like actually, like it's like a game to like catch all the stuff, like a, you know, like a carnival game type thing.
Is there a section there where you can like drive the speedboats like in like some of the other?
Maybe so, yeah. I was thinking sort of like the maintenance-y aspect of it, but yeah.
But you're also, but like you, like it's not speedboats. You're racing really slow fishing trollers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've lived that actually. They're terrifying to try and hold on to when your grandfather thinks they make a great like family party boat. They don't.
Okay, Maxwell?
Over in the distance, you can see by a big tree. There's like an exhibit with a little sawhorse and a half-finished treehouse, about 10 feet up.
Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, a lot of half-finished stuff as well. You know, I'm just like, I'm gonna start a new project. You know what I mean?
But it's like faux half finished. Like you can still like do all the like climbing wall and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
You do everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like a play place.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Are there any like foam rubber boards that you can hit people with?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
good. All right, everybody. What do you all do in this new area?
I think we came for transportation, yes?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Let's find those idling motors.
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's go for this one. So you're all like kind of like wandering about in this area. The zombies from before that they were like attracted to the previous area, they've kind of like conglomerated around there as well. Something that you seem to recognize is that these zombies seem to be very attracted to sound. So in this like very large open area, there's like some shambling here and there, but most of them sometimes don't seem to like pay you too much mind. for now. You want to find transportation. How so?
I have an alternate suggestion as well.
Uh-huh.
Do you think from the top of the treehouse play area, could we see the exit?
Yes, potentially yes. Most definitely yes.
Because we don't know what's at the exit.
That's a good idea.
I was
Sorry,
also thinking, maybe this was something I should have thought of back in the last section. So if it's not here, that's fine. I was thinking of maybe trying to find like a box of nails or something I could throw to, like, if we needed to distract some zombies, make some noise away from us, kind of thing. It could be fishing tackle, something here that I could maybe throw.
I think the fishing tackle would be good.
In the backyard area, there is a very large like pond area that they constantly fill up with fish, and part of the attraction is just like start to go fishing. You might be able to find something there.
Okay.
The bait and tackle.
The bait and tackle. The bait and tackle.
There's
Can
like
you
a
imagine
chips bar there or something. Yeah.
Can you imagine an amusement park where literally one of the attractions is, hey, do you want to go fishing?
That's a place dads would want to visit.
They actually also like for people that go there without dads, there's like around this park there are like people that are like assigned to be dads, and so you can like you can rent a dad for the entire thing. But also it's like specific to fishing. They'd be like, oh man, I'm proud of you.
Oh.
Yo, this place is a lot more wholesome.
Breaks my heart
That
just
is
a little
actually,
bit.
Funny sidebar, that is actually a thing that's part of the attractions at the Indiana State Fair, is just a giant fishing pond where you go
Really?
and somebody helps you catch and release fish. Yeah.
That's actually really cute. Okay, that's really cute. Yeah. Every once in a while you pass by like people going like, "Are you winning?" Well, you would have before they died. You know what I mean? All right. So do you all head towards a pond or what up? Or there actually is a good choice here: a pond or a treehouse.
Maybe treehouse first, because that's also for reconnaissance purposes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You never know what you can find on a playground.
You never know what you can find. Never know.
More zombie kids, probably.
Oh. No.
Oh. Oof. Okay, so let's talk real quickly. How comfortable are you all with fighting zombie kids? Because like, it could be dicey. Could be. I was just checking in with all of you, just so we could feel good.
Yeah.
Y'all want to deal with zombie kids? There's got some like.
Want is such a strong word.
I wouldn't want to, but I'm not going.
If we have to. Yeah,
if you have to. All right. Okay. I stream disclaimer. There might be fighting kids coming up. Okay, let's go. All right. So you head all the way towards dubious. So you head towards like the treehouse play place, the ball pit, and
Do not go in the ball pit.
there is definitely a ball pit. Y'all want to go in the ball pit?
No.
Nothing good happens.
That's prime ambush pit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, probably someone peed in it.
Totally. Or died in it.
Died while peeing. Yeah.
That'll
Oh
teach
god, I
them.
don't want to think about that.
What a way to
There's at least one full diaper somewhere in the bottom.
Oh god.
Always, it's a guarantee.
What kind of ball pits have you been in? Hot damn.
Ones with kids.
Do you not have children? Shush, shush. Ball pits at any play place have children, and then there's just people who are like, oh, why does my child no longer have a bottom on them? Because they don't play.
No, where did it go? Is the question, you know?
Nobody knows.
Okay, all right, okay. So you all head towards this. What's a good description for this? Max, you were thinking you introduced this area. What does it look like for? Did you introduce this area? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes, the treehouse, yeah.
So okay, so can you run the description by again? I'm just trying to get a better picture of it.
It was like it has like some sawhorses, like it was mid.
Sawhorses, okay.
Yeah, it was in the middle of being built.
Mhm.
So you got some 2x4s, the sawhorse,
This sounds so dangerous.
So ocean does not
Horse,
exist
like,
in this universe.
The sawhorses are like they've been developed into like toys to play on. You know
Yeah, they're like kind of plastic, like hard plastic.
Plastic with like rubber on them, and then there's like a 2x4s seesaw. Like there's a plank seesaw.
Instead of a tire swing, there's like the prototype swing, which is just a rope, and then
Just
there's
a
like
rope.
a plank that's been knotted onto.
Yeah.
Yeah. No tire.
No roof, missing one wall.
This sounds so dangerous. Wow, is this legal?
But there's a net. It was designed. It was designed so that it would look like an unfinished playhouse. But then they're like, but the liability requires us to have.
Yeah,
this.
but also, what if you fall and you hit your face against
There's
one of the
wood
2x4s
chips,
as you fall
you
down?
know, wood chips.
I mean, that's a liability.
Survival of the fittest, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You fall down. You fall down. You just dust yourself off and start playing again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
respect. Okay.
That's what
all
we
right.
do here in Dad World.
So here in Dan World, you
Lock it up, lock it up.
you can get up to the top of this. With like a little bit of climbing. It's not too hard. Like kids can do it. So like, I'm not gonna make you roll. I want
Thank
to.
you.
Roll to use a kitty toy.
Like, I feel I reasonably could because
Are
like
you more agile than a 5th grader?
you'd be surprised. The answer is no.
You're pretty
Yeah,
flexible.
definitely not.
Oh god, I have the worst question I can ask y'all, but like I'll ask it later maybe. Okay. No. Okay, no, later. I'll ask it later. Okay, so you don't want to hear it on stream. All right, so y'all just want to climb up to the very top of it. Does anyone want to guard down the bottom? One person goes up. How do you want to do this?
I'll guard, because I have my camo that I can, hide under and pretend to look like a bush.
You know what could be really good and to place to hide? The ball pit. Really
I don't
great
feel like
place to hide.
bushes are
It's
He's
usually
trying
in
to
the ball
trap
pit.
you.
Yeah,
Not worth it. Not
no
worth it.
ball pit. No ball pit.
I'm
a
gonna
shame.
stay on
It's a
like
shame.
I'm gonna stay on like the first platform while other people go up, just to kind of also do security work.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
I'll go all the way up.
I'm holding my razor blade stick out and ready to go.
Max, how about you? You want to guard? You want to go up? Guard?
I'll guard.
All right, so the three of you are down there as Jocelyn starts climbing up to the very top. Everyone, while you're down there, how can I say this? You can hear the distant rumbling of motors in the distance. You take a little moment. I'm gonna go through everyone real quickly. Ashlyn, where are you at mentally, emotionally?
We're doomed.
How are you feeling?
I mean, it's the end of the world, right? Like, I've seen all the TV shows, I've read all the books. Like, this is textbook. Like, we're all gonna die. We're not getting out of here. I'm gonna try my best. I don't want to die, but this feels like very much end of world. This is it.
So why are you fighting it then? Why don't you just go to the zombies?
Because
Why
dying,
struggle?
ouch. That's like big ouch, hurt, bad. I
Okay.
don't want to go out like that, but
You're going to, but you want to delay it as long as you want.
yeah,
as long
like
as you can.
maybe I'll be safe. Maybe I'll be the one that gets away.
Maybe. Maxwell, where are you at right now?
Pretty good.
Pretty
Running out of snacks, but I think Luke
Yeah.
has some more.
Still have
Yeah.
all your hope, I see.
Everything's great. I'm all
Pretty
right.
hopeful. Pretty hopeful.
Yeah.
Luke, where are you at?
I don't really enjoy running around in a soaking wet sweatshirt, but other than that, I think we can find a way to the end of this. And once we get out, I mean, obviously this has to be limited to just here. So we're
That's fair.
gonna get out and we'll find somebody. We'll just get out of the park and we'll be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jocelyn, how about you? You're climbing up. You have a moment to think to yourself as you do all this. Where are you at?
Feeling pretty good. I mean, it was dicey for a bit, but then we got through. We armed ourselves with some good weapons. I got to unload the giant bag of cheese. Feeling pretty hopeful about this. We can make it.
You're more than prepared. The moment the situation came up to you, you're like, I know exactly how to handle this. Prepared, ready.
Yep.
All right. So you get to the
Protect
very
your
top.
scooter with our lives.
You get to the very top of the treehouse, kind of thing, the half-finished treehouse.
Mm-hmm.
To get and you kind of like step up to like the highest possible thing, and you notice a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
One, you see off in the distance where the entrance is, a large number of zombies are. You thought you were dealing with a crowd of like 12 or 50, and that was rough before. But it seems like trying to go through the gate in the wrong direction sets off some alarms. So it's caused such a feedback of noise that more zombies have collected there than ever. When I say horde, I mean you can't count it. That's the exit that you're closest to. That's the one you were hoping to get on.
Okay.
You also notice one more thing. There is one place right now that can potentially get you over the like fairly large like gates and fences. And that's a roller coaster. There's a roller coaster where the edge of it kind of like crests outside of the park.
Is it the Grill Master?
It's the Grill Master. It's the Grill Master. And you can
So when you
see-
say you can get us over the wall and gates, what do you mean?
As in, okay, so the gates and wall are high enough and kind of like those like long, like sturdy sort of like, I call it like the low, not like gratings, but it's very difficult to climb up. But this one, so where the roller coaster track goes, at one point around the corner, it goes over and outreaches the park a little bit.
Okay. And what kind of roller coaster is it? Like, is it a wooden roller coaster?
Wooden.
Is it a hanging, or it's a wooden? Okay. So assuming the cars weren't running, we could just kind of walk on it.
Could, yeah. You definitely could.
Okay.
I hate when that happens.
Okay, so then I want to look at the potential obstacles in our path from here to there.
From here to there, you've got the majority of the backyard. It's a large amount of backyard, and what looks to be some like, how can I say this, large buildings. Like we're talking, there's like a couple like dad museums, what looks to be a fun house. You got a choice of large buildings you can go through once you pass through here. But you'll note that even if you find transportation, it can take you all the way up to there. But when you get to like the Grill Master and with all like large buildings, the area turns into like tighter corridors. So your vehicles, if you ever find any, it would get you all the way to there, and then would be like the limitation of it.
Okay. How feasible would it be just to travel there on the rooftops?
Not at all.
Okay. Where is their nearest source of transportation?
Your nearest source of transportation, there would be the go-kart track.
Okay, and is there anything really between us and that?
No.
Okay. Also do a quick scan. Are there any other survivors I can see?
The answer is yes. At the go-kart track, you see you see one car actually just driving around the track.
Okay.
We know where Soap Guy went.
Lotion.
Lotion.
I guess that's all of my questions. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll-
So you go back down and relay this to the
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Tell them what you want to tell them.
Okay, so we're not going to be able to make it out of an exit. There's a horde of zombies, noise, that's not happening. But we can walk along the track of the Grill Master, and then we can drop down outside of the walls just fine, I think.
How high is the drop from the Grill Master?
2 stories, maybe 2.5.
I also have my grappling hook, so we could probably just shimmy down the rope, and that would help.
But we need more rope? Question mark.
You would. This isn't enough rope.
Oh,
Luckily, there's a rope swing right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. All right.
we're so great.
Oh, good call, sir.
Um,
I'll take my knife and I'll climb up and I'll get to the edge and I'll cut the rope swing down.
And there's some movement over at the go-karts, but we have a clear shot from here to there, so we can check it out.
Are we still thinking we need transportation since now we're going up a coaster instead of like I was imagining us like trying to like drive victoriously out the exit a little bit.
Fair.
You could still potentially do that.
Yeah, I'm wondering though if we're noticing that they like noise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of squealing go-karts that could potentially distract some of that horde, maybe.
Maybe like prop the pedal so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like on the go and send it off the other direction.
Yeah. And are these like standard go-karts? What do they look like? Do we know?
Standard go-kart. Well, they're go-karts that kind of look in this. They're kind of like this weird mix of lawnmower / go-karts.
I was just really hoping for like a lawnmower. I would love to just send a lawnmower through a field of zombies.
It's not a full lawnmower. Okay. This place is unsafe, but not that unsafe.
I know.
It's like, like a little car, and then like the back where it'd be like the tail is like where you'd like hold a lawnmower.
handle.
They kind of look
yeah.
like lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I mean, we could send a few of the go-karts in an opposite direction, just kind of like push them up to and then move that like shoot them down a main street and see if we can get any of the horde to move away. That might be safer than a 2-story drop, but we have some extra rope, and as long as we all are comfortable climbing a wooden roller coaster for an extended period of time.
I've given y'all options.
I mean, I'm not, but I think it's our best bet.
I'm guessing the zombies won't be able to climb up the coaster with us.
Maybe not.
That is a dangerous assumption.
The one that grabbed me was at least a story up with its tongue.
Okay, maybe a dangerous assumption.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
But
fine.
I think they won't be able to hide on the coaster. Like, we'll be able to see them coming.
Perhaps.
The DM is chuckling. I'm not sure if that's good.
Right. Are we? Did you see any tunnels or anything on the coaster? Like, are there any?
Nope.
It's just an open air coaster.
Yep.
Okay. I like that better. I like those odds better.
It might still have to do the go-kart.
It's also a long ways to get there, right? We have like a lot of open field to get there.
Yep.
Well, there's some buildings we'll skirt around.
What if those buildings are full of zombies?
We'll do it quietly.
We have not done that super well.
I think y'all will be fine, honestly.
So
Absolutely fine.
We have a couple of options. Do we want to go check we know that there's possibly a person over by the go-karts. Do we want to just go check it out and see if that's even a viable option for us to like swiftly drive the go-karts to the roller coaster?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, let's go investigate that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And we'll figure out.
Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, all right. Okay.
I hate this. Stop it.
No. I'm actually really excited.
Go on.
It's a bad thing when the GM is excited.
No, not always.
gonna-
Sometimes I'm just like peppy. I'm good. I've got good feels. I like this character. Okay, so you all head towards the go-kart area. You all go through this this field, and you go through the zombies, but because of its open field nature and these zombies kind of like shuffle around, I'm gonna say you're mostly fine as like you just go on through. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want y'all to save you up your hope. You all end up to the go-kart, and you hear the soft buzzing. It's not too loud, like as it is, and like it's far enough from everyone that it's just like not. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna reset my mouth. I know that sounds weird, but click and click. Hello. Okay, so you go over there. And you see a go-kart going across the track, as well as the guy going, "Oh man, nice! Oh, nice!" and you see this guy, as like, I don't know, do you approach them or just watch from a distance?
I'm gonna watch. I don't.
Yeah, let's observe for a second.
You see this guy. He's like roughly. How can I say this? I don't know how well you can like see him, but you see a guy just like driving around the cart as just having the time of his life. He's going like a woo.
Mhm.
And
Are
he's
there any
enjoying-
dead zombies around him? Like he's good at killing stuff?
There's no zombies around him whatsoever. He also seems to be holding what looks to be a hammer, a very large like I said, like you know those oversized mallets that you have for like those like strength tests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. Are there any zombies around like the rest of the go-karts?
There's like a couple at the gate clanging at it, but like not so much really. No. The main tricky thing would be like getting this go-kart like off the track and onto like onto like the main area, but
Mhm.
you know, that's really it.
I imagine they probably do have to have somewhere to take them when they do maintenance on them.
Yes. Kind of like there would be like a little ramp or something for like
Sure.
pit stops. Right. What do y'all do?
Should we go see what this dude is up? What his deal is?
Yeah, he seems more useful than Vaughn. It might be worth it to save him.
Yeah. Does he want to be saved? Seems like he's
Is he-
having a lot
yeah,
of
he's
fun.
He's carrying a mallet.
Protection while you have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Max, I think you can understand wanting to go on your favorite ride one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, that's respectable.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
All right, y'all check it out. And you come across this guy. He's he kind of looks to be of maybe like Filipino, maybe like Mexican descent.
Mhm.
And like he's kind of dressed in what kind of looks to be like a sports jersey and like matching like tracksuit pants or whatever. And as he like sees you all approach, he like stops the go-kart and he pops out and he's like, "Yo, what up? Other people, nice." It's so, it's just like, I thought I was like alone here, but then you're all here, and so we can all be alone together.
Or we can all escape together. Does that sound
True,
cool?
yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know what? You think you got how can I say that? You've got the third muscle that matters. He points to his left bicep, 1, his right one, 2, and he points to his head, 3.
Is it too late to leave and go home?
Yeah, I was gonna say I regret this now.
Yo, man.
Okay, well,
Like-
step one, I think we want to get one of these go-karts off the track and prop the pedal and send it
No.
to the distraction.
Step one. And he steps up and he like puts out his hand. Name's Felix. Nice to meet you.
Oh, right. Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Yo,
Felix.
I had this girl in my high school class, Jocelyn.
Uh-huh.
That
Lucas, nice to meet you.
surprises
Nice.
me. Yep.
Nice to meet you. So, like, okay, so you were all here, and I was also here, and we were also, how can I say this? Now we're all here. And so you're trying to, what are y'all trying to do here with these go-karts? I mean, I was just having a good time. Y'all want to go ride for me?
No, we were gonna
Nice.
go ride them like out of here.
Yeah.
Like, or
Oh.
something.
You ever
Do you have any
wanted to
idea how
drive a go-kart off the
On-
track?
Yeah.
Yo, that'd be so dope. Oh man. Okay. How can I say this? So you let it, if you take a cart, but you took it out of the go.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm
exactly.
Wait, what?
We're taking the go out of go-kart.
I know who this is now, and it's just okay. Yeah.
Mac-
And this
That's
is
Jason.
kind
That's
of
right,
it's
Jason.
okay. Let me put it this way. He's kind of got a Jason from The Good Place vibes.
Yep. I
Max.
gotcha. I caught it.
Maxwell is visibly confused.
Yo, that's how I am like all the time,
What?
but also none of the time. You know? Nice. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. You want to lift one of these? And he just tries to like heft it from the bottom, and he's just like.
Maybe not lift. Is there anywhere where like you've done this track a couple of times? Is there anywhere where like the barrier and there's like a spot where you could maybe like jump it to go over the barrier?
Jumping it? Oh, I've jumped this plenty of times. It's like, have you ever gone like so fast around the corner and then it just like flips and then you're like, oh no, I'm trapped under this car. I'm gonna need to get surgery or something.
We
but then
really
you're
don't
fine.
want to do that.
No? Okay.
We don't want to do that. We want to like go through the gate or over the gate, or like, is there any place you've seen where like you could get through?
Yeah.
Without dying?
Why didn't die? I mean, I'm fine, right? I got this cool plate in my leg, and he like clonks his leg.
Well, would you maybe you should give it a try and see, and so we can test it. Well, let's get a couple more go-karts. Can we because I don't think you can fit more than like maybe 2 people on one of those, right?
There's more than one per. Actually, wait, shoot. Do go-karts typically have 1 or 2?
Yeah, sometimes some that have 2, like parent-kid ones.
You know what? I'll get. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's dad. It's Dadney land. So there's definitely 2. It is definitely 2. There's definitely 2.
So we need 2 more go-karts to make it viable.
There's like a raised area, like where the pit stop is. There's like a ramp that will go up, so they can like go out through like a back area, but that is locked by a key.
Okay.
And you're out of explosive cheese.
Is it like a gate? Is it a gate that's blocked by a key, or is it like a heavy door?
It's like closer to shutters.
Okay.
Like the ones that roll
Like a
down.
garage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I keep wanting to call him Jason. Hey, Felix, have you seen any like a key or anything? Like, have you seen anybody who works here who would have like a key?
Caitlin used to work here, but then she quit in order to become a nurse. I'm so proud of her.
Like anybody like today?
No. Yes?
No.
No. I mean, I work here.
You work here. And
Yeah.
Can you open the gate that goes to the pit stop area?
I mean, that's against company policy.
So
But,
is it
like,
is it
everybody
in
in the
company
company is
policy to
basically
ride
dead,
them
right?
just like while the park's open?
He stares blankly at you.
Okay, you know what? I think under subsection C of point
Paragraph B.
12 on company policy, it says in event of zombie apocalypse, go-karts are to be used as vehicles for escape.
Yo, bruh, you know the company policy more than I do. Damn. Okay, you know what? Okay. You're an inspector? Shoot, I passed my stuff, man. I just. Yeah. Okay. He gives you the key.
Oh man.
Okay.
Awesome.
Felix.
Well then,
He's dumb but good-natured, you know?
yeah.
Like a dog.
Yeah, he's like a.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a dog.
Yeah. Who?
What kind of dog?
Yo, it was like the mix of a Shih Tzu Terrier. It's like a mix of a Shih Tzu Terrier and a Labrador, and I gotta think. It's just like, yo, how that into that, you know?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, man.
Crazy.
So should we? Let's go open the gate. Let's see if we can get these things out.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
You open up the shutters, and the thing goes up. And for the most part, yeah, it actually goes pretty smoothly. Though the shutters make a very large rattling noise as they go up.
There's nothing we can do about that.
Nothing you can do.
Did I ever find any noise-making type stuff?
Oh yeah. Okay. So Felix will actually show you a bunch of actually I got a bunch of screws and lug nuts and stuff back here in case any of these cars break down.
All right.
Yeah, we do. I can do some basic. I can't do auto repair, but go-kart repair?
Yeah, it counts. It counts.
Yeah,
You'll be able to
definitely
find
counts.
those. Everything
Like-
counts.
So could I grab some handfuls of these and try to sort of toss them in a different direction, away from where we are?
Wait, you want to do that right now?
Well, you said the door thing is going up, right? Like, and it's already causing noise.
It's already causing noise, but like, even if you throw the like lug nuts or whatever into an area that wouldn't make noise and such, it kind of would be roughly in the same area. There's no zombies
It would still be
immediately, but like, you know what I mean,
more
right?
noise
Okay.
here.
Yeah, it would be more noise in a single area. These would be really good distraction in like an enclosed space, but large enough to distract a distant populace? No.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was still some like immediately around. Okay.
You can definitely see some zombies already starting to shuffle over.
We should go. We should go.
We should definitely go.
We got 2 more go-karts that we can get up the ramp here.
Yeah, you definitely can. Here's the thing. Felix will go like, okay, so we can, but I haven't really fueled them much. Because we were supposed to get a shipment in today. But also yeah, the
We've
zombies.
been driving all of them, Felix, all day.
Okay, look, okay, so like I like the red one because it turns a bit faster, but the blue one,
How far do you think they can get us?
I don't know, 5 times around the track tops.
That should be enough to get us to the.
He measures things and how far you can go around.
I totally get it.
Do we have enough time to siphon gas out of the other ones?
Not now that we've opened the gate.
Honestly, you could do that, but you would definitely be able to do that. He definitely has like one of those like gas siphoning things, but people would have to deal with some zombies at the gate.
Okay. We might be able to do that. I think I can buy us time if we can do the propping the pedal and just send some go-karts into the mob of zombies.
How many go-karts do we have? I don't know.
You there are a total of 5 in this area.
And are they doubles or singles?
They're all doubles.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't actually need to ride in a golf cart. I'll probably just ride my scooter, and I'm sure it probably goes just as fast
What?
as a golf
You can
cart.
lead the charge.
How fast is a motor scooter on a go-kart? I don't know.
Faster
Let's
than
go.
a go-kart.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know
that's
what?
fair.
Like-
That's fair.
I was gonna say,
5
you know
miles
what? Just
an
get on
hour?
your motor scooter and hold on to the back of the go-kart.
Okay, that's good.
That works too. Sure. So we only need 2 go-karts.
Yeah,
Okay.
We can cannibalize the rest or use it.
cannibalize.
I think I found a wrench back when everybody was getting tools.
Yes, you did. You
I will
did. You did.
volunteer it as a device to prop one of the pedals in place.
I figured we could use like a cinder block or something.
Yeah, I think.
Do we
so.
have-
Would there be a
Other-
cinder
other-
blocks?
This is Dadney land.
Yeah,
If we wanted a block or a brick, it
Some
probably would've
bricks.
been back at the
Yeah.
In the backyard.
Back at the treehouse. Back at the treehouse, I bet you there were probably cinder blocks or bricks, but I didn't know. I don't think
Or a fire
what?
pit.
I'm sorry. Cinder blocks at a
It's-
playground?
it's a
I
half
mean, you
finished.
put
It's a
like
half-finished
staple
dad
guns
project.
here, right?
I was gonna say it's a half-finished dad project. There's definitely boards and screws and bricks and maybe like pieces of
Yeah.
shingle.
There's
Probably
like-
there's probably a few bricks for like a fire pit. In the
Yeah,
Yeah, a half-finished
definitely.
fire pit. That's like, yeah. mhm.
You know what? It's my fault for making such a
no,
the
I'm
most
saying-
dad toolboxy
No, it is
area
your
possible.
fortuitous decision, not
It was.
you know.
But I don't think we planned on grabbing anything to take with us from there other than the rope. So
Yeah.
Yes.
if you want to go back, we can go find a.
You'd have to go back, yes.
Well,
So-
is there something else like unattached tires that could be used to wedge?
There totally would be, but they're too thick to
Or
go
small,
to go
are
into
there
the
any
thing.
small engine parts? I mean, there's probably like a carburetor or something sitting around. I'm gonna ask him if he has any like small parts, like either backup parts or something he took off of another engine.
You mean like one of those exhaust pipes? I got some.
Yeah,
Yeah, that works.
we could wedge an exhaust pipe between the frame and the pedal.
Yo, I've always wanted to do that. Just like stick something in there and see how far it goes.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have to flip over the car. The car flips itself. And I'm like,
You know what? I think Felix, you seem like the best person to test this. Honestly,
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
if we like how I guess we can just point it out the garage and let it go, and hopefully the zombies will follow the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Felix,
we-
do you have any chain?
Yeah.
Chain link? I'm gonna hook on some chain link to the back of it.
Ooh, make some extra noise.
Ah.
Can we make the go-kart a makeshift Molotov cocktail?
I'm sorry. What? Sorry. What? I'm sorry.
We
what?
used up our nacho cheese,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but the
gasoline
cars
is
have
also
fuel.
flammable.
but then they're only about half fueled, so we'd have to use up most of the fuel that is left to make a bomb.
Well, it might not take much because again, enclosed space. So like maybe you stick a strip of cloth in there. You light
Yeah.
one end. The flame will be inside the car itself. So that might.
It will at
So-
least make a lot of noise, but how far will it get before it blows up?
Would
I don't
depends
know.
on the how fast the cloth burns.
I'm not. A
I
demolition
will
expert.
volunteer my camo, my leafs.
Oh, that would
I don't
work.
know.
That would actually
Like
very much work.
A longer.
Yeah,
I'm down for
Fuse.
this. A
And
whole lot of
even-
noise and then a big explosion. I think
yeah.
if we can point that somewhere far enough away in the park, or far enough away from us.
So you're gonna
They might-
need. Okay. So what exactly is your plan here? So are you going for the main entrance?
This is a
I
distraction.
don't think we should. I just want to draw zombies away from where we are.
Okay.
Make as big noise as possible somewhere else while we run to the coaster.
Okay. All right. You know that makes sense. That makes sense. Because I was like wondering where you all going with it. I'm like, are you all just gonna throw a bunch of like go-kart bombs at the front entrance? And I'm like, what? Okay.
Yes.
Basically fire.
Wait a minute.
Just
Wait
like
a minute.
one.
Wait
Just
a
like-
minute. I love this idea. How many zombies are there?
Like a
More
lot.
than I could count,
But
and I can count pretty high.
five go-kart bombs.
I can count to 10.
Wait, what?
How much damage could 5 go-kart bombs do?
A significant amount.
If we went back and found some more nacho cheese, like we would be able to blow through the door easy.
I.
It's basically C4.
Yeah.
Where have we gone here? Where have we gone on this adventure? This is where we are.
It's a zombie
Um,
apocalypse. We're trying to survive.
Let's do this. Let's send the go-kart bomb or bombs, because we could probably do 2 of them, right? Because we need 2 go-karts, and we do 3 bombs. Let's send those towards the front gate. Try to take out some zombies and cause more zombies to go that direction. Hopefully, it'll grab zombies from other parts of the park, and then we head around into
The coaster.
The coaster.
All right, folks. In order to properly do this task, I'm going to require some know-how rolls.
Oh, that's our expertise here.
So here's the thing.
Not.
I need 3 successful know-how rolls.
Okay. Right.
And what's our DC here?
Your
What are
difficulty, it's not a bad situation, but
Okay.
I'm going to say first you need a 5 and then 2 4s.
Okay. Nobody say anything.
Can you do this? Oh, wait, hold on. So you have an option right now. Before you do anything, you can increase. Well, you can't increase your die by more than 1 step. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
But I could get an additional D6. Or is one person rolling or all of us rolling?
You
Sorry, I
all
thought
like.
roll.
Okay, so here's the thing. I only need a 5, a 4, and a 4. If you all want to risk it entirely on Jocelyn here, she would then take the brunt of all the hope, unless you all want to roll and potentially all lose some.
It'd be smarter for us all to lose some hope and get it accomplished than for one person to potentially lose
Yeah.
all hope. So, and we can for the hope spending, to get the additional D6, would we have to spend that before or after?
Before you can do either for the D6.
But in order to step it up 1, we'd have to do it before the roll.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's start with 3 of us. I'm willing to go ahead and spend 2 hope to up mine to a D6.
I'll do that.
And I
I'll
will
do it.
go second.
Oh my God! All 3 of you. Oh, you're all so wholesome.
No, wait, but so Jocelyn, if you could go first and attempt for a 5, If you get a 4, if she gets a 4, that's okay, right? That can still count for our 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Drop
And
it.
then,
Trust me.
and then,
Good luck.
yeah, we can spend some hope to up our chances.
Okay.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Got 4.
Okay.
So the rest of
Um,
you, can you please roll your d6s?
All
I'm
right.
gonna use my 2 hope.
I am too. I got a
I rolled a
5.
6.
Oh, a 5, a 6, and a
5.
6.
yo!
Five.
Well
Four.
spent.
All y'all, good job! Oh shoot, damn. Okay,
Do you get anything extra if we go like that?
nah, I've not
That'd be
written out anything.
awesome.
I'm just gonna say you all feel a bond of camaraderie. Like, come over as y'all like kind of work it out. And Felix is there being like, oh man, yeah, you gotta move that to that part. He's like helping you all out and being like, yeah, okay. And you all
And-
like fashion together. You've siphoned off a significant portion of gas into 2 main carts.
Mm.
But there's still enough gasoline that you've set up 3 carts as like this kind of like bomb.
Mhm.
But so here's the thing: there's 5 of you, right?
Mhm.
5 carts, and 3 of them are bombs. Who's riding in the bomb cars?
No one's riding in the bomb cars.
Oh, no one riding in the bomb cars.
No,
but then,
we're
so
gonna-
how
we're
are they
gonna
getting
take-
in there?
We're gonna
take
wedge
those
the
muffler
pedals.
parts that he had, and we're gonna wedge them against the pedals, and we're gonna.
But they still need to be driven roughly towards the front gate.
We're gonna push them.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
Like give them a
to-
shove in the right direction.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of point them in the right direction. I'm gonna take some of that extra chain link and just lock the steering wheel so that it'll just drive straight one direction. That's my
Okay.
goal.
All right. That's good.
And add whatever chain link is left to the back of them to make some more noise and hopefully distract more zombies on their way.
You know what? I'll give you this.
Okay.
You all ready up to where like you all like travel. Are you traveling via go-karts or are you just pushing them right now?
We're just gonna push them quietly.
Yeah.
All
we
5 of
can
them?
Attract
try.
attention.
Okay.
No, just the 3 that we're gonna.
So where happens with the 2 other?
We're not going very far.
We're not-
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
How will these 3 have enough gas to make it like generally to the front gate from like the far end of the track?
Yes.
Okay, so we're outside the gate, like kind of at the end of the track, and we're just quietly pushing them before we get them started and actually send them on the way.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. Okay. Cool. Felix is like, I'm so glad I met you guys. This is like, I had a dream about this, but there was like the
Blowing
Stay
up
Puft
the
Man was there.
go-karts? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's terrifying.
Yeah, the Stay Puft Man was there, and then there was these flaming go-karts, and there was like this whole thing, and then someone jumped on my face. I don't know, it was a weird dream. It was last night.
Repeat of that.
Yeah. I don't think you want anybody to jump on your face today, bro.
I mean, like,
I really hope you don't.
sometimes, but like, not right now.
Not right now.
Time and
All right.
place.
Time and place. All right, so you all do this?
Yes.
You hear, you set the pedal, and you let it rip, and you hear the buzz of these go-karts shooting in towards the front gate.
Can we start sprinting back towards?
You
Like, we're
start-
gonna sprinting back to the go kart, the garage. I guess. Go-kart.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
you do that. You go back to the garage, and just as you get into your like paired go-karts, you hear 3 concussive explosions. Boom, boom, boom. And you can see the sky practically turn red for just like a brief instant as the bombs in the distance just like go off. Jason's just like, yo, that's like a sunset, but it's not a sun nor a set.
So in other words, it's nothing like a sunset.
Yo, but it's like it? Come on, give me that.
I feel
Yo.
like
We
we want to
need
keep an eye on those go karts and make
Yeah.
sure that no zombies steal the rest of them.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you want me to stick around here?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you don't want like, I don't know. I mean, we've got 4 spots now, so
That's right. Okay, all right.
I mean, you could ride on top of ours.
I'd like that. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, driving around here by my lonesome. Yeah. If you want to ditch him, that's fine, folks.
No. He can drive. The carts each seat 2 people. There are 5
right,
of
you
us.
have a motor
I'm just gonna
cycle.
my scooter. I'm gonna hang on to the bumper of another car or something.
Nah, Ashlin's just ready to sack this boy. just ready. Drop of a
So
hat.
tired of his shenanigans already.
He means well. He's growing on
He
me.
means so well. He's like, I love Felix because I brought him in like several different games, and he's like always kind of like dopey but helpful, and it's just like, okay. If I can talk about a story about him real quickly. So the first time I used him was in this like fantasy campaign. He was a bandit, and the first thing he rolled against the players was a nat 1, and his sword kind of just fell off at the hilt, and he's just like, look over there, and he turns towards like one of the party members, and one of the party members actually fails the roll and turns around being like, what's there? And he books into the woods, and the party, and then the guy chases him down and being like, hey, what was there? He chased him and entirely had to ask him what was there, and Felix like, okay, I'm gonna tell you something my dad always told me. A fish is like a bird, but not in the sky. And then he dives into the river, forgetting he can't swim. He gets saved later, but
Excellent.
Fish is like a bird.
Felix, you know what? Why don't you grab that big hammer of yours and just like hang out on the roof of one of them? Because I feel like that's the perfect place.
rad! I'm in.
Time.
Seems very unsafe.
It's extremely unsafe, but he's.
Have you seen what Felix has been doing lately?
Yeah, okay. Point made.
We also just blew up 3 go-karts, so you really can't talk about unsafe right now.
They were over there.
How many explosions have you personally caused? Like 5?
5.
5 now.
Okay. Alright.
I have to write pyromaniac on my character sheet.
That could be one of the outlooks in the future.
Yeah, it's a developed.
It's a developed trait.
Yeah.
All right, you all gather up in the go-karts. Jocelyn driving in like their motor scooter, and you all zoom towards into the main area. You actually notice there's several like zombies that were in those large buildings, kind of like trailing out, and they all seem to be shuffling heavily towards the main entrance. There's several of them that you're capable of like that are still kind of in the pathway, and Felix is like, yo, 50 points? 50 points?
How sturdy are the go-karts?
Oh, decently.
No.
Go-karts is supposed to.
We have our safety goggles on.
It's a.
100 if you hit with the hammer. I'm just gonna steer close enough that he can smack it.
He does. He goes like for a golf swing, and he's just like, oh man, look at it. He's in a good mood.
Extra 10 if you can decapitate one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a physique on him. Gonna roll physique, and if he gets a 6, yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. He like golf swings, and the head goes flying, being like, "Ah, hole in one!"
That is amazing.
Delightful.
I'm more and more impressed with you every day.
Thank you. Everyone says that about me. Something about like.
My initial reaction was probably less than kind. I'm sorry.
Aw, man, no, that's all right. I was like, I'm more than kind or something, and so that balances out, you know. And you all head towards the roller coaster. At the roller coaster, it's practically clear. It's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's practically clear. And while you're at, and so like a lot of zombies seem to like not be in the area, and it's like almost deadly quiet.
I don't like that.
Unnerving.
It's never good.
I mean, it could be peacefully quiet. You don't know.
All right. I guess
we should start climbing.
Yeah. Turn off the cars.
Yeah, make sure the cars are off all the way.
Are they little like hamburger patty roller coaster cars on the Grill
Okay,
Master.
yeah, all right, yeah, okay, yeah. They're hamburger patties.
I don't know how they made that one work. Okay.
It's
Well, like, yeah, they're like I don't know. Can I say the Krabby Patty mobile or whatever? Like,
sure. Let's go with
okay.
that.
That's what I had in my head.
It was how can you say Dadneyland is a passion project of a lot of ideas, not all the best well executed.
Yeah.
I am still confused at Maxwell's enjoyment of a small world ride entirely featuring tools. I am deeply confused, but you know what? I'll take it.
Before we start climbing, I want to make sure that no passing zombie can accidentally turn the ride on while we're climbing.
Very smart point. Where are the controls?
How can I maybe sabotage these controls?
You. Oh my god! Wait, no. Give me a hot minute. I need to think about what I want to do here. I want to think about this. I could, or I could otherwise. I want to think of what this final major thing looks like. You could. How good are you at sabotage controls? Do you just want to wreck it? That might not work out the way you think it does, though.
Yeah, no, not wreck it, but just maybe. Like if there's a button to turn it on, maybe I like have a paperclip and I wedge it into the off button so it's just kind of continually depressed. Or like if it's a lever that's pulled, maybe I break off the lever, that kind of thing. Like no, I don't want to just like bash the console.
I'm gonna say it's a lever.
Okay. All right. So if I can either break off the lever or like wedge it so that it can't be pulled into the on position.
Seeing you from looking at messing with the lever and trying to figure out how to leverage it off, I suggest can I borrow the crowbar that should no longer be flaming, I'm assuming.
How about
Yeah, it smells.
Okay.
We're still on fire.
It smells like burnt nasty cheese.
It's no longer on fire, but yes.
I'm gonna grab it from either end and put like that on the side of the lever, and I'm gonna pull back, try to snap the lever.
Give me a physique. It's a good situation. It'll be against a 4.
4.
Oh yeah, no, you good. You snap. It snaps.
the appropriate tools are the key to an easy life.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Something I actually learned on the tools ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. One of the it's part of the lyrics.
Yeah, I'll work on getting that into the right meter.
All right, folks, you go onto the tracks.
Yep.
All right. You all travel along the tracks. It is kind of, how can I say, difficult. I'm not making you make rolls right now, as you climb up and you go down, and the way that you want to go, the final place, is I don't really know how to measure distance here. As Felix would say, like 1-2 go-kart tracks around.
Okay.
And you all travel along, and he's just like, man, it's nice having buds. It's always good having buds. There was this one guy earlier. He was kind of not cool, and
Did he smell kind of funny?
he did smell kind of funny,
Yeah.
kind of
Every
flowery,
face-
but also not
Heavy lavender.
a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened to him.
Did his skin look really moisturized?
Like
Yeah.
dewy. Yeah.
Dewy, moist skin. I'm
Yeah.
thinking because I also think his hair's kind of a slicked, so he's just a very wet looking fellow.
Like he always has very moisturized hands. He's running them through his hair. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's probably eaten by zombies by now.
We can only hope.
Or he got blown up by
Blown up.
cheese. So
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, I was gonna say when he went out that gate, it set off an alarm. He could have been part of that. You never know.
Could have been.
Well, it was a merciful end. Exploded
You-
by cheese.
We hope so.
As you all walk around and chatter, you hear clanking. Oh, but less clanking, more the noise when your hand grabs a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Like
hear that?
skin on metal.
Yeah, kind of a slap.
Is anyone willing to give me a know-how here? It is against the 3.
8.
Oh, God, y'all rolls are great today.
My D8s like me.
Yeah, they do. They apparently do. You spot, like, as you like go up to the top of like one of these like cresting hills,
Mm-hmm.
what looks to be just only one zombie
Mm-hmm.
climbing the thing. Unlike the previous zombies that like look to be shambling and they moved a little bit slower, this one moves with is rapidity a word? A rapidly. Like, they move. They move quickly. Their back is a little hunched, as if they were some sort of prowler or something. And so you can see them moving deftly, not only up but sideways, like and swerving. Like it is quick.
And this is ahead of us or behind us?
No, they're below you.
Oh.
We're talking. It is climbing up the metal of this wooden roller coaster.
I still have my wrench, right?
You do have your wrench.
Drop. Right on its head, if I can.
I'm actually gonna say, as you do, it moves so quickly, it just like kind of like swerves out of the way, and it now like its head snaps up and like immediately looks towards you.
I made it angry, guys. We gotta run.
And it quickens its pace, and it goes like.
Hey, Max, you got that nail gun now?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Unload some lead on this guy.
He pulls it out one of the jacket pockets.
How many jacket pockets do you have, man?
I don't know, like 6.
So many zippers.
6?
There's so many zippers, a lot of spikes.
Okay.
Pockets.
So,
I'm going to ask you this one. I'm actually going to ask a resolve for this one. Can you keep your cool as you aim at this guy and you fire? Because I don't think you can't aim. And this isn't necessarily physique. I think this is, can you focus well enough to fire into this guy? So please roll resolve. It will be tricky.
All right, let's see. Hot rolls.
You may want to spend for an extra D6.
I got a 5.
All right, then.
What are your rolls, man? What are your rolls?
good.
You
He's
get
living the easygoing life.
We are
No.
we are so optimistic right now. Nothing can shake us.
Yo,
He's
just
been
like
having
that's how this
snacks, so his blood sugar is good, you know?
yeah,
Solid hands right now.
How about
You-
those dad chips? Take one and I'll fire.
Ah, that's good. That's good. So you like get it like where are you aiming, by the way? Head, shoulder.
Knees and toes. Head.
all of the above. Just pin it to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
the coaster.
Literally a nail gun, yeah.
You fire rapidly, and then you get the guy in like the shoulder and the neck, and he like falls off and goes ah.
Yeah.
But at the very bottom of the whole thing, it twitches.
Oh no.
No,
It's not enough. Not against a zombie.
faster.
And you see it, and he as you like aim your gun back at it, it kind of goes. Do you know how like immediately under a roller coaster there's all of the bars underneath it? He was kind of climbing off to the side, but now he's directly underneath it and completely out of view.
Okay, we better hustle. There's nothing more
Yeah.
we can do. We just gotta hustle.
You said it's wooden, right?
It's wooden. It's a wooden roller coaster. Yes.
Should have had some more cheese.
Yeah, this
You
would have been
can't.
used for the
You can't
cheese.
solve all your problems with explosions, Max.
Listen,
Wait, it's been working
the only
all day.
problems. Any problem can be solved with the sufficient application of explosives.
That is
Anything.
true.
By the way, real quickly, as this thing goes underneath there, you hear a chittering noise. But the chittering noise from it makes it kind of like sounds like a horde of cicadas.
Oh
Have y'all
god,
heard
it's calling the
cicadas?
others.
There's nothing we can do. We just gotta hustle.
You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle. You gotta
Calling
hustle.
them.
And
Run,
you
run,
see,
run.
you don't see any of the major simple zombies like go towards. You don't. It's not like you see some shambling like regular people, and they're not the ones attracted to it. But
Oh,
off
no.
into the corner of your eye, you see a familiar hulking person with an unhinged jaw and a very long tongue.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at Tongue's back.
Oh my god. You all hustle as this chittering one and this like long tongue one are like quickly approaching. You try like looking underneath where you are, and you can hear the bars as it like grabs and like swings and like grapples it, like comes up. But it's not. You can't see it. What do y'all do?
Run.
Yeah,
You're running.
it's the only thing for it.
You all book it.
I'm gonna, who has the grappling hook? Is it Joss? Is it
I have the
Jocelyn?
grappling hook, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna toss you the rope from the rope swing. So you can
I'll
have
tie it. Yeah.
Tie it off, so we can be ready to
Yep.
jump to climb.
Yep.
down.
Because you're now all running, I'm gonna ask a physique from all of you.
I'm gonna spend 2 hope for an extra D6, yeah.
5.
5, you good?
And
4.
Of course, I rolled a 4 on my D4.
You got 4. That's
Actually
good.
a 10
yeah.
with my D4.
That's good.
And the hot rolls are over. Max rolls a 1.
Oh, hot roll's gone. Luke, what'd you get? 5. Okay, Max. All right, man. This is where it comes. You're all booking it. And as you kind of like, you have to like work your balance in, right? Because you're now running along these tracks. Max slips.
Wait. Can I spend a hope to reroll?
You can spend the hope to reroll. Yes.
All right. I'll spend that hope. Just.
You're finally having to use hope. What?
Yeah, finally.
Oh wait. Don't you still have EXP?
He does.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my
I do.
gosh.
He's
You
in a
could
good
set.
situation.
Well, I was gonna say you could reduce a bad situation.
This isn't a bad situation. Not
Okay.
yet.
Not yet.
Or,
Let's take-
Or you could. Well, never mind.
You only can reroll this once, by the way.
All right.
Go.
Good.
Hot
And
roll.
we are back. Hot roll. We have a 6.
Yeah!
You like slip, but then you kind of convert it into like a little like duck and roll forward, and you're like, yeah, okay, I got this. Felix is like, whoa, that's so cool. I saw that movie once. Yeah.
So many movies.
And you book it, and you see just now, here it is. You see that like long lick, the
Lickitung.
the long
Lickitung,
tongue
yeah.
fellow. He climbs over he climbs to the top of a fence. Like he seems to be like particularly strong. So he's now at the top of a fence, and he like looking towards all of you. At the same time, from in front of you, that prowler hops up onto the top of the hill. He has the higher ground. And
Oh no, we're done for. Give up,
We're
Anakin.
doomed.
I'm gonna roll really quickly who he targets. Ashton 1, Jocelyn 2, Maxwell 3, Luke 4. For each of these guys. That is a Jocelyn 1 and Maxwell. So the first one is the tongue boy. Okay. He attempts to like throw his tongue right at you. Can I please get a physique for you to dodge this?
3.
Frick, good. Okay, you good. You just barely like roll out of the way as his tongue whips out and comes back to it, and it like looks angry. Prowler boy, like dives at Maxwell's face.
So is it in a dream?
And this one is a physique again. This one is a bad situation.
Okay. Hot
So
rolls.
it increases your hope cost by 1.
5.
Fuck your hot rolls, man. Oh, I can't even. You duck at you. Okay, so from behind, I guess technically, from behind, Felix actually yells at you to duck. And if I can like control you for a bit, you duck just as this prowler goes up, and Felix comes in with his hammer and he hits him with the side, causing the guy to like tumble off the edge of the roller coaster.
When's
Awesome.
I'll be down.
I hand Felix some candy.
What kind?
Say thanks, man.
Okay.
What kind does Felix like?
He likes
I want to
chocolate.
say, yeah, Snickers.
Ah, Snickers! Ah, man, I haven't had these for. I typically like. What's the difference between a Snickers and a Mars bar? Aren't they
I'm gonna
like?
say this is the off-brand dad version. It's the
Yeah.
Doritos.
Yeah.
A
I was
what?
gonna
What?
say
Snackers.
Snackers. I was gonna say
Snackers. Yeah,
Snackers.
it's the Snackers.
This one's
It's
a
the
snack. It's like,
Snackers.
oh man, oh, it's not a Snickers. I mean,
It's the dad.
I
I mean,
like.
it's the dad version.
Yeah, the Dadland version. Snackers with a Q.
Yes.
SNAQERS.
Yeah.
I like it.
Would I be able to like use my blade to attack the licking the tongue thing as it swipes?
You want?
by?
Give me a physique. Give me another physique.
5.
5. Oh, you just cut into this thing and it screams and it's just so it's gonna be actually easier now to like evade this thing. But he like ducks down and he like starts like moving. He kind of like starts following the coaster. Can everyone give me another physique as y'all keep booking it?
You're too hope.
Haha.
5
8.
again.
'Cause I
Oh
don't-
my god, y'all
I
are
don't want to
spicy.
miss these. 7.
7. Y'all are spicy. Good
Well, I
job,
rolled an
everybody.
extra d6. So
Okay. Can I ask what everyone's hope levels are right now?
7.
9.
What? Y'all are doing fine. Y'all are doing fine. Let's make this a little bit hotter.
no.
All right, folks. You see, here's where it kind of goes. How can I say? Belly up. You hear on a megaphone. Kind of like you know how those kind of like announcement PAs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You hear a very familiar voice being like, you thought you could get out of here without helping me? I told you this was all about synergy. We needed to get out of here together. And if you're about to go out there alone without me, how can I say this? This won't work as a bit, this won't work. This partnership. I need to deal with those zombies. I need to deal with that thing that you're dealing with right now. And like, you don't know where he's coming from, but you probably think it's roughly where the start of the thing was. You know what I mean?
The start of the
Or the
roller
park
coaster.
or the coaster?
Like the start of the roller coaster. And and he says, so let me help. I need to deal with the more troublesome of your members of that zombie that you were dealing with. And honestly, I think I should get some effort. I should have an opportunity to catch up. And you hear the roller coaster start.
Okay, I was afraid this would happen. I want to wedge the head of my grappling hook into a part of the coaster that the rails will not cross.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna use it to like come down and hug onto a beam.
How
with the
far
rest of
away
you?
are we from the area that we want to get to?
You are more than halfway. I'd say 66%.
Can we just book it?
Can we book it and then we can use your plan as a backup? Like if we don't get far
Like if it
enough,
gets
we
too
can-
close.
Yeah.
You could try. You can always try.
Would
What do you-
the would the coaster, like the cars, come from behind or in front of us? If
It would
when
come from
starts.
behind.
Alright.
We could try to outrun it. I don't know
say
how
we
that
don't.
works, but
Come on. Let's do this Temple of Doom style.
Yeah.
Y'all book it, y'all book it, y'all book
Yeah.
it, y'all book it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, physique, everyone needs to beat a 5.
5.
Fuck.
7.
What?
6.
1.
Oh, okay.
I do want to reroll though.
Go, get the reroll, get the reroll.
Alright, hope. Just
Gotta be a 5.
5. Gotta be the 5.
I get 5. What'd you get?
1.
Oh!
Oh.
Life life is
Oh,
looking
man.
looking out. So here's the first thing. I'm gonna roll a d4 because that's how much hope you lose right now. Roll this. Roll. You lose 3. Okay.
Ooh.
So you all like run quickly. You all run quickly. But Maxwell, you get your foot stuck in the coaster.
Spiky boots, man.
Spiky boots. You get your foot stuck in the coaster, and everyone is still booking at it, and like they are just a little bit ahead of you, and not necessarily in like the best, not like they would have to run back to catch you. And what do you do, man?
I try to get my foot unstuck, I guess.
Okay. You can hear Vaughn and the roller coaster clattering. It's coming up quickly, cresting along the hill. Can I get another physique? This one's a 5 against a bad situation.
All right. 5. Well, roll the 3.
Okay. If you want to re-roll, it would cost 2 hope.
Or you could use your EXP to reduce it.
Oh, you could reduce your you could use your EXP to reduce it to bad situations, so the re-roll would only cost 1.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So if you want to make a re-roll, it's only 1 hope. Go for it.
All right. Let's go. 3rd time's a charm. Physique. 5.
5. You get unstuck, and you're able to you get unstuck, and you're able to get on forward. You're lagging quite behind everybody else, and Vaughn is speeding up very quickly. You're still several paces behind, and this is where I kind of want to do a story element right now. If that's okay, Maxwell.
Please.
You run forward, but Vaughn is cresting up behind you very fast. You're at the bottom of the hill, he's at the top, and it's actually looking incredibly poor. Now, as you go up, as you're trying to climb up, and he's just like, it's like, I don't know what's a cool business line here. Imagine I said something cool. But it's like, I got you, or something along, God, I wish it was. Okay, so, as you run up, Felix, from the top of that hill, he's just like, I always wanted to try this. Yo, I always wanted to try this. I got you. And he hops over you, and he swings his mallet from the side of the car. And Vaughn is looking very confused because these are these single, these 2 pairs. So it's these wooden roller coasters tend to be only 2 seaters. So it's particularly small. It's not a big coaster.
Yeah.
And you see Felix hit the car from the side, jostling it. And Vaughn, you see fear in his eyes as he gets knocked off. However, at the same time, the cart hits Felix in the chest, and he tumbles off to the side.
And I try to catch him. Am I close enough to reach out a hand and try to grab him?
I'll give you this roll. I'll give you this one, but you don't get to re-roll this one.
All right. Physique.
Hot rolls. You get your hot rolls in.
All right. Let's go. 6.
I love the look in Jocelyn's eyes right now. You catch Felix, his chest and his ribs are obviously broken, and he's like, not Gucci, man, and he hangs kind of limply at your arm, but he grips onto it with the force of Zeus, and he's just and he looks up to you. He's kind of bloody, and he's just his hammer falls to the ground, coincidentally hitting the Prowler on the head.
Yeah. He was still there?
The Prowler was on the ground, yes.
Oh, okay.
But coincidentally, and you pull him up. And Felix is limping, sure, in pain, but you eventually all gather up together at where you need to go. You stand right now, all together, at the top of this roller coaster area. I'm not gonna make you all roll for this one. You stand at the crest, where you can now break off into the rest of the world, and you spot off into the distance. Fire. You think you're the only ones that thought of pyromania as the option? Fires break across the land. The sky is turning red, and you see an airplane off in the distance, careening low over a city. You might have escaped, and you might have survived this day. And you might feel more than no, hold on. You might have escaped, you might have survived this day, but the world is still doomed to zombie apocalypse. But for now, you have each other, and you've never felt more alive. Thank you for playing. I've been your GM.
Yay! Thank you so much for DMing for us.
Oh, I wanted to kill Felix there.
No, not allowed.
He saved my life. I had to try to save his.
Oh, that was good. Hot rolls. Max hot rolls young.
Hot rolls.
It's a lot
Y'all,
of food, man.
thank you so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
God.
was
It's a
good.
Dadland now. It kind of sounds fun.
Dadney land.
Daddy
Daddyland. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
And I'm disappointed we never got to see the rest of the park. That's the
Yeah.
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 because once we started, I was like, oh man, there's so many ideas in my head of like, if we really wanted weapons, I feel like there's like memorabilia in the
Mm-hmm.
The man cave, yeah.
Hockey
More
sticks.
Yeah.
Hockey sticks, baseball
Baseball
bats.
bat.
Liquor lab.
Golf
Yeah.
clubs.
More, you want more explosions, Jocelyn?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Thinking like a pool
It
cue.
solves all problems.
yeah.
Thank you all for playing.
Yeah. Thank you for DMing.
And that concludes our short shot of Dead Inside. We really enjoyed playing this for you guys today and getting this cast and crew together to run this one. Check out Dice Queen D on Twitter when you get a chance, and she's on our Discord as well, so you can talk to her directly and ask questions about the game, as well as probably get a copy of the game right there as well. So if you're not a member of our Discord, by all means join as quickly as possible. Also, a big thank you to tabletopaudio.com. They provided a huge portion of the music that we use today. Well, actually all of it, and the ambiance that you heard in the background in the show. Fantastic group of people. We support them on Patreon. You should too. Also, finally, just a reminder, we're doing a month-long charity stream for Operation Supply Drop. Operation Supply Drop has helped over 1.5 million veterans since 2010 with supply drops of games, coffee, and other things that just help raise and boost morale for troops who are in faraway places and often in harm's way. I myself am a veteran of over 26 years, and I can tell you that when people send us care packages and supply drops like that, it really was a huge boost to morale, often when we were far from home. So if you can, please donate to Operation Supply Drop. I'm linking the charity in the chat, and thanks again for your support today. All right, so closing out, we'll see you guys tomorrow on That Many's Paint Show, which airs on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Sundays. Talk to you soon.